Hello, friends, storytellers, and fellow adventurers, and welcome to the Hodgepodge Tavern. I'm your DM, Carl, and we are stepping through a portal to the infinite planes. Let's discover our forgotten memories. As always, we'll have our players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Nice. I'm Philippe. Who are you?
I'm Josh.
Hi, I'm Kim. I play a monk.
Carl is being antisocial over there.
Hi.
That's Kyle.
That's Carl.
Yeah.
Hi, Monique.
Perfect. Well, Kyle, do we have a preview of the previous story up to date?
Last time on Hodgepodge Heroes, the party had wrangled Satan's bicycles, the Devil's Ride, from a party of drow who they left in rather unfavorable circumstances. Taking a few moments to get their bearings on the new machines and expending the soul tokens necessary, the party set off, continuing upriver. They encountered a small settlement, mostly a largish building that looked something like a castle. It flew unfamiliar banners, and with no one around to greet them, the party let themselves into the perimeter. Sprite went out to investigate further, where she entered the building and found a number of people all in the humble task of praying and conducting rituals to their apparent god, which was Bane, the god of hatred. Upon discovering this unnerving fact, the party decided to continue along and risk the open road rather than the charming hospitality of such hosts. Upon their Satan's bicycles, they traversed the endless red plains, along the way coming up with a new nickname for the tall tiefling who would now go by Crow, owing to the bird's skull necklace that she wore. Soon enough, the party arrived at a new location, large towering walls with a large imposing gate. The domain of the goblins, who were apparently not native to this land, and thus the party figured they knew how to leave it. But first, they had to go through a maze, the goblin version of immigration control. They followed the maze until they had to turn a corner, and they followed the maze until they had to turn a corner, and they followed the maze until they had to turn a corner, and they followed the maze until they had to turn a corner. And then Link said, "Why don't we walk backwards the other way?" And somehow that worked. It brought them to a waiting room with 8 doors and 8 chairs, and the party took a moment to get a breather, opening and testing the doors only to find another puzzle. Until Spike got bored and opened them all at the same time, which apparently was enough for the because fuck the goblins. Progress brought them to an arena where they had to fight for the goblins' entertainment, a fight that was only slightly hairy on account of Sprite being drowned by several gallons of beer from a beer golem, of all things. But the fight was won, and the party got to meet the Goblin King, who was not very goblin-like, dressed in a very human-like apparel with very tight trousers.
Beautiful. Well, let's stumble into the dark of it. So, as we finished last session, you were escorted through the corridors of the arena and up into a set of double doors, very ornately decorated. Although there aren't many ornaments, just lots of drawings and things along the walls, and a couple of fancy silks. As you stepped through the double doors, you found yourselves in a large bedchamber and sat on a sort of large ornate chair at the bottom of the bed. You found what you believe to be your host, the Goblin King, Herson. And he greets you and says, well, it's very pleasant to meet some non-goblin folk. What brings you to these areas?
Well, I could do with some aid of some kind. I still look rough. I assume. I play like I need help. And you seem like the kind of place that would offer help to those in need.
Well, certainly. And he sort of looks around and he points to one of the little goblins just by the doorway, and he says, fetch some bandages and water, clean water, for our guest here. Please do take a seat, and he'll gesture over to this very large, ornately decorated chair with sort of like a reddy velvet material fabric covering it. I'm so sorry that you're so beaten up. It wasn't the golem, was it? I didn't think it really hit you very much.
No, I had some misadventures before coming here, and I look anywhere but at you, at D. And I go and drape myself in the chair.
Puffy. It has been a difficult journey.
It certainly has. And if your majesty would permit, we would very much like to partake in all of the excesses and vices that the Goblin Kingdom has to offer.
Also, I need a bath.
Well,
I could do with a bath.
Not together.
Oh, no. It's 2 baths, please.
Are we not forgetting the
Or same
reason why we
bath
came here in the first
sequentially? Yes, to relax, to sleep in a real bed.
place? No, I mean, we, don't we want to go to Sigil?
Oh, yes.
We thought maybe you would have passage or knowledge of passage?
Yes, we do have a method of getting that, but it's not free for just anyone to use. It leads you into the heart of our facility in Sigil.
Well, that is why we have brought you 4 of the finest 2-wheeled, death-dealing machines this side of that terrifying mountain that looks like a giant lizard skull. All for you, my king. We understand that a man like you, you're not going to be just giving out favors willy-nilly. You're an important man, a powerful man, a handsome man. Such a man deserves a gift.
Well, that's very gracious of you. However, we don't tend to leave here if we can help it. The devils are very, very pushy, hence why we tend to not leave our little corner. However, we do live a life of, well, excess. We as part of our culture, we throw many parties. I would say that you're more than welcome to keep your motorized vehicles. We have no use of them. I'm sure you may have more use to them there. But we have something a bit more pressing that we require.
What might that be?
Well, did you on your way here come past the large mountain?
Yes, we did pass a large mountain.
Yes. Well, that is the home of the kobolds. We have a good relationship with them. They're not the most strong and organized individuals when it comes to military force, and these are very dangerous places, very, very frequently attacked, or not necessarily attacked, but the fiends are always trying to conscript us into the blood wars. And well, from there we provide them that military force. We have a standing militia of hobgoblins that are specifically here to protect them. Obviously, there's a bit of a distance, so our portals between Sigil, we arranged it so that their portal and ours opposite each other. And in exchange, they provide us with food and luxuries for our parties. We have a very regimented day here. The evening always ends in a luxurious banquet.
Sorry, my companion here is just very tired.
I'm so tired.
Please, do go on, my liege.
Well, recently, about 3 days ago, the portal that they send their supplies through stopped working.
That's no good.
We have dwindling supplies. I've not really told the goblins here what dire need. It may cause a revolt if they're unable to party. They're very fun-loving critters. Unfortunately, our standing army takes a long time to mobilize across the plains of Avernus. To get there will take a lot of time and resources, which we do not have. I would request that you go and find out why their portal is stopped working.
I think this is a fair exchange. Yes.
With that, you'll have free use of the portal to go and come as you please going forward. You will be an honorary goblin.
That does sound wonderful.
That sounds pretty good.
Spike pulls a face.
But what are your suspicions about what has happened to your dear friends, or allies, I should say?
I'm not sure. Their portal is quite into the heart of the volcano that sits within the mountain.
Of course,
I
it's a
haven't
volcano.
heard any large, eruptions, so I imagine the volcano in itself is still quite sated. But
You
Sated,
could be
okay,
sending
yes.
us to a lava field. That's what you're saying.
but you could come back and inform us of what the situation is. You don't have to go into
Yes,
the,
yes,
the
everyone
lava.
just walk straight back out of the lava field.
Or flies.
You have such impressive armies. I'm sure you could handle this yourself if you needed to, but we would be more than happy to help. I just think that
It does sound a little bit dangerous,
it's
but
quite dangerous.
high risk, high reward.
Well, if there is a high enough reward.
Or if we make it back to collect.
We will need at least some amount of support. Time here to heal our wounds, recover our energy, and to prepare. If it seems you wish for us to succeed, we also wish for all of us to succeed in return, and with this shared interest, perhaps some amount of supplies can be arranged for us, or support in some manner. Just a way to help guarantee the outcome that we all seek.
By all means, I can do what I can. As I said, our food supplies are dwindling, but what we do have, you're more than welcome to if you help in the acquisition of finding out what's going on with our friends.
Perhaps weapons and armor. We are lacking in some equipment, but
Knowledge,
knowledge
information.
is the best way.
I can provide what I can.
I look towards Crow.
Knowledge would go some way towards balancing the scales, I think, but perhaps on the condition that whatever we ask,
Keep that to myself.
those questions are kept to between us.
Certainly. Likewise, if we're going for a vow of secrecy in some regards here, I will also ask that you keep the information of my being here secret.
What faction is he?
So as you look on his arm, you can see.
I don't know which badge I am wearing.
Who are you?
I left my thing at home.
I mean, that's a good theme for this campaign. though.
Yeah.
Who am I? I don't remember.
Who am I representing at this current moment in time?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely for you. Who
Let
am
me
I
just
currently?
double check what badge it is.
Hopefully the DM cam is working a lot better now.
Yes, I apologise if we've been having some issues. It's been a lot worse.
Do you remember which badge you burnt?
No, I wrote it on the badge and then forgot to bring it back.
I've got the Fated and the Anarchists, but I don't think you showed us the third one.
It'd be the Fated.
It'd be the
I would
Fated.
burn, I wouldn't have done the Anarchists. This was
I thought
began. This was began politically by burning the Anarchists.
Absolutely.
I thought that it was a
But
third.
there was you've seen two.
The Anarchists, and then I think you showed us the Fated.
Oh, and there's another. But I don't think it was. There was another one as well. That
I don't think you showed us the third, so I didn't write it down.
Well, because I have
You have 4.
four.
Ah, so you don't. Oh, I don't know if you showed us any of the others.
Yeah.
I didn't write.
remember.
I know
No,
that.
you gave it to Lucretia you like put it on him, didn't you?
Yeah, but not the Anarchist one.
No.
So maybe it was the Fated.
So,
I think I'm wearing the third.
the badge I will show to the viewers very quickly,
Ah.
Ooh, snaky.
and then I will pass that around.
That's good.
That is the badge that he's currently wearing, which I don't think that you have come across.
No, very unfamiliar.
I'll just ask him. Your Majesty,
Yes?
this badge that you have upon you, rather fetching that it is, I am unfamiliar with it. Can you describe what faction this is from?
This is the sign of one.
The Sign of One. Ooh. I know all about the Sign of One, being a well-travelled bard. I've written many ballads about such things. But I would very much like to hear you regale us with a story of what it means to be a Sign of One.
Well, clearly your presence here is my manifestation of a solution to the problem that we're experiencing.
Yes. Yes, of course. In what way?
Well, you're all creations of mine.
Ah.
Obviously, you wouldn't understand that. Why would I give that level of self-awareness?
This is a faction.
Yes.
That would mean that there are multiple of these Signs of One people. Have you created each other? Do you all come from one single creator? How does...
That is a very good question.
Well, it can be quite lonely to be a part of an organization on yourself. So everyone else is the figment of my creation.
So
Yes,
you...
and I have company.
So you created this organization and filled it with people who also believe that they have created this organization themselves and also have these same powers of manifesting.
If that's what my subconscious has given them.
So you're the center of
Interesting.
your universe.
Yes.
So why don't you wish for the problem to be solved?
Well, see, no, it's all psychological. It's manifestations of our subconscious. I can't will things into existence. They just exist as a result of my subconscious will.
I see,
Some
but you
sense.
could, put your energy towards manifesting a substantial reward for when we return. And I'm sure your consciousness will provide.
Of course,
Hmm.
if your majesty wills it.
Yes.
Well, it's all subconscious. I can't think things into existence. I just, if they are meant to be, they are meant to be, and I will make them be.
Well, I'm sure we are meant to have a great reward.
I agree.
There are many stories of heroes doing great deeds, and they always end up with some fantastic boon at the end,
If there is.
if they return.
Well, I'm sure everything will be as it was when you return.
Very well. Do you have anything that may restore some of our health during a fight? Because I find that I've been having to heal people, and I'm really not quite as effective at it as I would like to be. So, if you had any objects that may help us in that regard, or similar items that you may know of that could help us in a combat sort of situation.
If you go and speak to the head of the quartermaster of the hobgoblins, I'm sure he may have a thing or two for you. Go and speak to Gurg.
Good. Well, he sounds lovely.
Delightful.
You don't happen to have someone that is versed in runes and magics and a learned person, perhaps?
I mean, as far as anything, I'm the oldest here, and I created the labyrinth here, and
Through your subconscious.
of course, yes.
Yes, of course.
I do have some physical abilities. I can project some things, but yes.
Oh, this is very interesting.
I'm gonna
Perhaps
look
you
at Brady and just just turn and just roll my eyes a little bit, like, oh yeah, look at this guy.
We can have a discussion later when we've had a chance to recover somewhat.
By all means, I can put you up in one of the pleasure houses. One of the few places we have spare rooms.
Well,
Yeah,
that would be
heck, why
most
not?
agreeable.
Sounds much better than where we came from.
Absolutely. Pleasure House sounds exactly what the doctor ordered.
I like pleasure.
Are we dismissed?
By all means, if you wish to talk to me, go and see Uitz. He will arrange for you to come through. Obviously, for protection purposes, I can't just allow you to meander in. But yes, he will be most likely the one on guard tomorrow.
Thank you for your time. You are a considerate sovereign.
Pleasure.
No, the pleasure's all mine.
Which way?
And one of the other goblin from the door, steps forward, and he it's probably about 3 foot. He has a little flat mohawk going down the back of his head, and a few earrings in his ear, and he walks over to you and he holds his hand out,
Shake it.
and then he grabs it and he turns around and he starts to walk.
This way, guys.
Follow him.
And they would have put a couple of bandages around you to stop any bleeding that you may have had.
Can't they just pick up the couch and carry her out of the couch?
Well, that I would not complain.
No.
And as they lead you out of the building, and you sort of go through various stairs, you didn't feel like you were this high when you came in, but you seem to be going down quite a few sets of stairs. And eventually, as you are led out through this open courtway, you find yourselves surrounded in the open plains by hundreds and hundreds of ramshackle buildings, things that have been scrapped together. Some of the metal resembles that of motorbikes that you have. Some are stone. Everything seems to be bandaged together with very thick hair and anything that you think they could get their hands on. They just erected buildings everywhere. The only place that isn't as slapdash constructed is the place that you have just left, which is made of the same stone as the labyrinth that came in. And you can see goblins meandering. You can see larger red faced individuals sort of patrolling through the streets, and everyone seems to be picking up litter that is strewn everywhere, cans and off cuts of meats and bones, and everything is just a mess. and everyone is going around and they're picking up some things and they're putting them in little side satchels.
Curious.
And it smells very strongly of ale.
Oh,
Very strongly of ale.
This reminds me of like a house party.
Is it
The
me?
day after.
I think it might be him.
But
You
also,
drink all the ale?
but also you.
Oh,
well,
you do smell a bit like
yes, but I'm not
your wings
Covered.
work.
projecting
wet.
this amount of smell.
Do my wings work wet?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
just about.
I'm so tired.
What a quaint place this is.
That's one word for it.
Hmm.
They are ingenious and resourceful.
You'd have to be to thrive in a place like this.
I wonder why they are in a place like this.
That is curious.
One major thing of note is everything has been very, like the building that you came as you sort of traveling, that was constructed and it was very regimented, and this is not in any way regimented. This is just, you find a random space, you got some stuff, you whack a building up,
Building class in third world countries.
basically.
I would know.
They seem like pretty smart to, utilize all this space the way they have. Just using whatever they can find. I suppose it's better than sleeping under a tent
Speaking
made
of-
out of a jacket.
Speaking of sleep, where is this pleasure house?
And the short individual with the slicked down mohawk says, "Come with me." And he sort of walks off into the street, and he isn't caring about the trash whatsoever. He's just stepping on, a discarded, what looks like chicken bones and stuff like that. He's just wandering barefoot over all of it.
I'm going
Follow.
to hover and float after.
I hope the pleasure house is more like that and less like this, because this is charming in its own way. But that was a bit nicer, wasn't it?
I thought it was all an experience for you.
Oh, yes. And I'm having this experience, and I hope that the next experience is a pleasurable one.
And Lucretian sort of whispers in Brady's ear and says, "I've not seen this much chaos, and I don't like it."
Are you feeling alright? It's okay, just hold my arm.
Grips hold of your arm.
Ah, okay. Less spines next time.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to the new form.
It's okay,
It's
it's
been-
okay.
Centuries since I was in this form before.
Is it how you getting on? Do you feel more like yourself, or is this a bit like stepping into like your dad's shoes? Is it a bit too weird?
Yes, well, my spatial awareness is a bit off at the moment. My arms are a little bit longer. Everything's a little bit bigger. I'm just getting used to it.
Alright. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter so much if you knock something over here. Seems to be stuff everywhere. So.
Yes. I'm going to nuzzle my head so I don't have to see. He sort of takes his head and, a little spine jabs you in the ear. But he sort of pops his head down and he just sort of nuzzles into your shoulder.
Alright, just I don't know, count to 50 or something.
And you'll start counting. 1, 2. And the individual will, the goblin will sort of lead you through to the most polished of the buildings, the one that doesn't seem to have quite as much trash thrown on it. I mean, it's by no means a well-built building, but it seems to be a place that people have, decided that they're not just going to willy-nilly sort of throw trash over. And the goblin heads you in, and there's a female goblin stood about 20 feet into the ramshackle door. The door itself doesn't quite fit. It's just like a piece of wood that's been placed over the front. One thing you do notice is up in the sky, there is a ceiling. And in the center of this place, there is a very large, sort of yellowy white orb floating at the top. And you can see it sort of slowly turning in the sky. And they lead you into this room, and the female goblin will turn and say, "Who have you got there?" And the individual that's with you will say, "Well, Elks, we have guests of Hearson." And the female goblin will turn and say, well, Ling, you've certainly found new company. Do they need rooms?
Oh, yes, please. And a bath, if you've got one?
Yes. Would you like somebody to help administer said bath?
Sure, absolutely. Is that extra? I'm afraid we're a bit light.
If you are guests of Hearson, then I'm sure it has all been sorted.
Fantastic. Then I'll have the works. What time's breakfast?
Well,
What is the time in general?
it's morning, so
So now.
yes.
Fantastic. I'll have my breakfast first, and then... I'll have my breakfast in the bath. Please direct me to the bath.
Certainly. And she claps her hands, and you see 5 very scantily clad goblin ladies come out, and 5 very scantily clad goblin males come out, and she'll point to them and say, "Who would you like to administer the bath?"
Yes.
All of them?
Sure. I'll just say yes, and I'll say onward.
And
This was not what I was expecting, but
all 10 of them will crowd around you, and they'll sort of grab your hands and sort of crowd, and they'll usher you through one of the rooms. And they begin drawing up a bath for you. And another one will run off and grab you some breakfast, and I will leave that at that.
no fade to black.
What was the guy, the Mohawk who showed us here? What was
Ling.
Ling.
it? Ling and
Elks
Elks.
is the woman that's running it.
Elks. We were told to find Utes. Utes.
Utes?
Yeah, if we wanted to talk to the king again. Do you know where we would find him, just for future reference?
He's usually in front of the castle.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah, no. Great.
Are there rooms?
Certainly.
Can I have one?
Individual, or would you like to share?
Individual.
Would you like company?
No.
And she'll point to Ling and say, "Get in one of the solitary rooms."
Thank you.
And she'll lead you off into a very drab-looking room. You kind of get the impression this is probably where, like, a janitor or something, somebody that cleans up.
Is there a bed?
There is a bed.
This is perfect. I am. Is this a janitor's like room? Is there like a wire brush?
Yeah, there will be wire brushes.
Oh,
there
no.
will be
Scrub down.
Oil.
Oil scrub down.
No.
there's a couple of brooms. There's some buckets of what looks like it probably is water, but it's not clear water.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like the water from the river.
Cool.
Just so we
Assuring. Well, I'm just gonna scrub myself down and fuck off onto bed. Cause fuck this place.
Anyone else have any preferences on rooms and
I'm gonna
services?
zoom up to Crow and kind of link arms and be like, "Sharesies."
Sure.
Okay.
I think my friend, and I'll point to Lucretia, and myself could do with like a bunk bed or a double room or something. Something maybe like really clean and ordered. I think he's feeling a bit uncomfortable.
Certainly. We can arrange for the The best room in the house.
I mean, doesn't have to be the best one. Just I just look a bit awkward. I'm like,
Better than this.
what if I just I really don't want to offend this lady, but shit, I think I have.
I mean, Sim said only the best for us,
That's true.
so take the best.
So as you get led off by another individual, not one of the scantily clad individuals.
Yeah, bummer.
They're all gone now.
Yeah, love it.
Sorry.
But you get taken into a very large room
I'm open to sharing.
where there's clean sheets
Okay.
and
Cool.
a very pleasant, comfortable looking deep bed. Double bed.
Cool. That'll be fine. If there's like furniture that's like haphazardly placed or something, I'll just try and straighten it up a little bit so he feels a little more better about it.
And you'll get led to a separate room. This room does have 2 beds. They are pushed together, but they are detachable should you choose to do so. This is a room that can be rearranged for whatever needs to take place. And
Could I perhaps get a room next to my friend, the one with the bowler cut?
okay.
Just, I'd like to keep an eye on him.
And you'll get led off into a separate room. This one is slightly bigger,
Sounds like a really nice day.
less janitorial, but it's, like when you go to a restaurant and there's always that one table that nobody wants to sit next to that's like by the toilet.
By the kitchen door or something.
It's basically that room. It's the sort of, you don't have any money to spend, but,
Is he in this room here?
Yes.
Good.
No reason.
And
Thank you very much.
you each have your rooms. You are being bathed and fed, but food will be provided to anyone that desires it.
Yes.
After they show us to our room, can I just kind of say, along the way, some of my clothes, and I kind of just like show out my bag, like my tattered clothes from when I died. And so I think I could do with some replacements. Do you know who could help with that?
Yes, Grade is one of the local clothes makers. You might be a bit bigger than what they're usually used to making, but I'm sure they might be able to arrange something for you.
Not all clothes need to cover.
Saucy.
Goblin-sized clothes. Just a tank top.
It's all the rage.
A mini skirt, basically.
Just did a video game, was it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's armor.
+2 armor. Yeah.
Okay, what is everyone liking to do in their rooms? Are you heading out straight away, or are you going to take some time
I'm
to...
going to take some time to rest because I beat.
Okay.
What time was it?
It was quite early in the morning, so the way that the fake sun, was working suggests that it's sort of the way that it was rotating, and there is a dark side to it, and it was rotating sort of just a slither of the dark from this sort of morning.
Close enough. We've been awake for a while, haven't we?
Yeah. Can we assume from what we've seen that the party is at night and people clean up during the morning?
Correct.
Okay. I'll have a sleep. But before I go to sleep, I want to cast a spell
Oh, yeah.
because I don't know all of my spells.
So you'll flex your magical capacities
Yeah.
in the privacy of your room after presumably they've left from your bathing and feeding
Yep.
And whatever else.
and whatever else.
So I've got 2 spells that I don't know.
2 other spells. How many spell slots do you have?
I think I've just got 1 left.
1 left. Okay.
So I know Thunder Wave and Cure Wounds. And I know all of my cantrips. I assume I've got 3 cantrips.
Let's hope it's not as super destructive.
I feel like Thunder Wave is the most destructive
Probably.
at this level. So I'm not going to blow the sides out.
Hopefully.
I'm just having a really good time.
Yeah. 6 dead found in bathhouse.
Do you have all of your spells?
Naked man fleeing the scene.
Do you want your spell cards?
I was
Or-
afraid.
I've taken notes.
You've taken notes.
Thank you.
I don't know if you need them for the specifics.
Thank
The spells that you are aware of are Cure Wounds and Thunderwave, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. What kind of spell would you like to try and cast?
Well,
Ooh.
The sexy kind.
yeah,
Penis enlarging spell.
I think I'll try. Can I just say like utility or
Yeah.
like as in like a non-damaging
Yeah.
Enlarge, reduce.
We.
It's level 2, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you sit and try and cast a spell, you can feel some magical energy surging up within you. However, it does sputter out. I will, however, give you the spell
Okay.
as you channel that sort of ability. If you'd like to pass that down.
Oh, if you just tell me what it is, I've got mine. Identify. Okay.
Identify.
Hence why I didn't-
Unfortunately, you didn't have the
I didn't have an
physical
object
requirements for it.
to identify. Yeah.
But yes, that is the spell that you do. And as you took a bit of time to try and do it, it is a ritual spell. So
Oh,
like I
nice.
said, as you took the time to do it, you would be able to do it without expending the spell slot.
Very nice. In that case, I will look out the window,
Mhm.
and I'll look down into the street, and I'll find like a can or something that's like sitting, in an open place, and I'll look at it, and I'll start like strumming furiously on my little violin.
Whoa, whoa.
And
Furiously.
That's what that's how you use it. Ding, and I'll look at this can, and I'll see if I can do something bad to it.
Okay.
I don't know what.
As you do so,
I'm gonna do real bad things to that can.
nothing happens to the can. There is no physically observant effects of anything, and you don't feel any magic surging out to an inanimate object.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll just. Jesus.
Just do it on the first.
No! I might kill someone!
Can you do it yourself?
Whoa.
Yeah.
It'd be an experience.
I'll say, alright.
Tiefling from
Last
Dead
remaining
to
spell
God.
slot. 3, 2, 1. Pow!
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Wait.
Oh, it's gonna be friends or something, isn't it?
8 plus.
Maybe enough.
Oh, plus 6. So what's that? A 14.
What's your spell
14. What's your
save?
spell save?
14.
I don't know, actually.
It'll be on the next page. It'll be
It is
14
8
or
plus your modifier, right?
The
Is that-
8 plus proficiency plus
Plus
spell casting modifier.
Which means it must be high.
Well, yeah,
I
I
just
don't actually know. I've
8
never.
plus 2.
You've never done
plus
it.
4.
But it must be
Yeah,
for
you did because you did a
it
thunder
must,
wave.
it must be higher because you're using charisma for both.
It'll be the same.
Is that-
Yeah.
So whatever your
Oh,
you
because
know
using
your charisma
proficiency.
score,
Yeah,
don't
so
you?
it must be
So it's
exactly the
8
same.
plus 2 plus your charisma score.
Okay. So
it's
14.
the same.
14. So as you do so, you sort of feel this wave of magical energy wash over you, and you've cast the Bane spell on yourself.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Fortunately, you resisted its effects.
That doesn't sound good. I don't know what Bane does.
You
but it
may
sounds
not have
good.
that on there.
It's like the opposite of bless, I think.
You
So-
may.
Yeah.
but you
Okay,
may
not that bad.
It's
but
not too
okay.
bad.
It's a level 1
It's
spell.
only a level
It sounds worse than it
It does
is. Yeah.
It can be really clutch in combat. Like,
Yeah.
It's always obviously more useful, however.
exciting.
Bang. Yeah, I got it.
You got it. Perfect.
Cool. So, up to 3 creatures of your choice, me, must make a charisma save. When the target fails the save, I didn't fail, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that happens if it's a pass.
It's a save or start.
Yeah, okay.
But you get 3 people making 3 saving throws.
From an attack roll saving through for up to a minute.
So it subtracts a d4 from any attack rolls or saving throws that they make.
Is this concentration?
Yes.
It's not. Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It's
because it's
a
got a little
little
C.
C.
Yeah,
It's the
right.
duration.
Cool. Nice.
We've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for 3 years, right?
Yeah, but
Who looks
I've
at
never used these
spells?
cards before. So.
Spells, magical bullshit.
Yeah, I don't
What?
use spells.
Magical bullshit. What is everyone else doing in their rooms?
I'm going for a bath.
I'm going for a bath.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast in the sink.
Small.
Like a little washing up bowl. And
I
I'm
think
gonna
there's a name for that. And you're in the right place for it.
I'm gonna play through it. And I'm gonna cast Druid Craft
Oh.
in my little
Oh.
immediate area for the sound of like almost like whale noises.
What's a
Like,
whale?
you know, sea creature, mammal noises.
What's a C?
Yeah.
What's a mammal?
Sorry.
Creature.
Think of the comforting sound of bubbling lava.
No more lava. No more lava. Just like, I don't know, any sounds that I instinctively feel soothed by, and animal noises just felt right. Like,
Yeah.
Would just be
Comforting.
dicks.
You have a connection to nature, right?
yeah.
And you make various
Tree stuff
noises
Yeah.
of woodland critters. and
Woodland.
Birds.
No whales.
Tweeting. No whales.
No whales.
No whales.
Just because you're from Wales.
Yeah. Wells.
That's fine. Just like chirping birds and
Okay.
squirrels.
And you're bathing yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Myself.
Yourself.
Yes.
That's right. So as are you full on bathing, or are you just Kim has a very crude term for it, but I won't bring it up on the stream. But the necessities, or
A
are you
washcloth
giving
bath.
yourself a full?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing all the crevices.
You're doing everything.
Yeah.
A full bath.
A good old wash.
I'm
I'm
glad
glad
we
ale.
glad
Behind
you're going
your
into
smelly.
it.
Behind your ears and everything.
Yeah.
Love it.
And you've got
Wash behind
you've
your
got
ears,
big
children.
ears. Yeah.
I got big ears.
Does that
No,
mean you're
no, you don't.
seeing yourself naked for the first time?
Yeah. Am I hot?
Ooh.
So
Subjective.
Subjectively, but
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
Do I feel? Am I hot?
you
Do
have
I,
a
like,
very petite stature.
Do you have self-confidence in your body?
I feel good.
But
Six
one-
pack, I'm sure.
I
One
feel-
thing you do notice as you remove all of your clothes, where you saw the names coming up your arms,
Mm.
they continue.
Oh. I
shit.
never
And
got
you
naked.
have more words on your chest going down your
Oh.
stomach.
Is there anything around? Am I in like a type of bathroom?
Yeah,
Is
there'll
there
be
a
mirrors.
mirror?
Yeah, it's like, a smashed mirror that somebody had pieced together, but you'll be able to look into it and see.
So I'm looking down at myself. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
that's an
yeah,
expensive
this is good stuff going on. And then I go to look in the mirror and I see, obviously backwards, reflected.
Yes.
What do I see?
So-
Can I work it out?
All of the words that you see are spread across your body. You see the words oleander, Oleander.
Which is on my right arm.
Yes.
And then you tell me.
The next name, one of the other names on that is Shane, Cein.
I don't have paper today. Oh yes, I do. That's okay.
You also have. Oh, I'll
Shane,
let you
was
write
it?
those down there.
Yeah, sorry.
Cein.
CE.
Bridget, Brigid. Nyame, Niamh.
Neve. No?
Yeah, that's Neve.
Neve?
It's Irish spelling of Neve.
Yes.
Awesome.
These are all
Neve.
Irish names or names.
Sorry, I know the island isn't a thing, but
Yeah.
I'm Irish. I mean, I'm not,
They're all
but.
Celtic names.
Oh my god,
Celtic,
am I a
yeah.
leprechaun? Am I a flying leprechaun?
Oh my god, yes.
Sorry, Keon.
It might be.
Aaron, Arawn. Cerridwen, Cerridwen. Gwynap, Gwynn space AP. Myrddin, Myrrdin.
Merthin. No? Merthin. Sorry.
I might be pronouncing
There's
these
Welsh in
incorrectly.
here and Irish. I'm a Celt.
Faye,
This one I'm not entirely sure. It's Giobniu. Giobniu.
H-I-N.
HNIU.
H-N-I-U.
Lugh. Lugh.
Nope.
Cyrith. Cyhiraeth. And
That's Cahiraeth. Hiraeth me. Oh my god, these are
Hiraeth?
beautiful words. Yeah, that actually means something in Welsh. It's a beautiful word.
Like, what does it
mean?
mean, anything?
It means like the longing and nostalgia for a home that you can never return to.
Oh.
Which makes me feel really sad all of a sudden.
That is very
That might be
sad.
significant.
That
Yeah.
seems significant.
I don't know if the person who created it was expecting me to know that, or if it was,
Surely
or if it was an Easter
they
egg.
didn't think about it at all.
Um,
Oh, she's Welsh.
I guess I'll just put some random word.
Just so happens.
inscribe it on your body.
This
Yeah.
word that means, home.
Yeah.
and the last one is Camalus. Camalus.
So,
So-
this is exciting.
They're probably thinking, oh shit, she speaks Welsh.
Damn it! How did I not know that the Welsh speak Welsh? Nobody speaks Welsh.
I don't actually speak Welsh, but I recognise
You know
Welsh.
some words in Welsh.
A lot of the Welsh don't speak Welsh.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Don't say that in the northwest.
Yeah.
You will be murdered.
They don't speak English there.
Yeah.
I always thought it was really funny how when you cross the bridge into Wales, all the street signs suddenly have Welsh and English on it, and it's like, oh, what is the camera going at? And then, but if you cross the bridge over from Wales into England, it's just all English.
Yeah.
It's like, could we not have done like a radius?
There is a hard border.
Just
The
like,
soft fade.
no!
I
The
didn't get
English
that
are
name.
intolerant of other languages.
It was like Sheehan or something.
Do you want me to go through some of them again?
It was only the
It
one
might
at the
make sense
beginning.
to just
INE.
share a list afterwards.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can send that out afterwards.
Beautiful.
That's no problem.
Okay.
So
Can
many
I just
words.
ask, where, so I got
They
obviously
are
my
all
arms
over your body,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Like, is there a part of me that's not covered?
I mean, there are a couple of spaces that aren't, but yeah,
Yeah.
basically
Some
the,
more.
the quantity of the names in your petite spectra cover most
Awkward
of your
places to fit.
body.
Yeah.
Is it regimented or are they random?
Almost like a list.
And so, are they
Oh.
tattooed on? Are they carved? Because you said last time that they look like they've been carved in,
Yes.
quite rough.
Yes.
Oh.
And we worked out that we didn't know if it was me, but it was quite fresh,
Yes.
right? At least the arms were fresh.
Yes.
So these all look fresh as well.
Yes.
Oh,
Like they'd all been done at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, she.
Damn, something happened to you when you died.
Or did I?
Or you
We
knew
did.
what was
did I
going
know
to
I was going to
happen.
lose my memory?
Oh.
That was my first thought.
Was I trying to? Am I trying to remember? Do these names evoke any emotional response to me? Like that one.
You feel sadness.
Sad. So I don't feel like guilty. Like I didn't murder all these people.
I mean,
You feel
Sad that you had to do
sadness.
that. Sad that you had to do it.
You did
Sad-
wake up in hell.
Do I
so
feel like? Do I
Something
get a
brought you
sense
here,
of
yeah.
energy?
Either actions or.
Do I get a sense of family? Like a strong, like familiar.
You definitely feel connected to the names.
Yeah. Ooh, a shiver just went down my whole back.
Nice. Nice.
And are there any other symbols, or is it just names?
Just the names.
Does it look like it was done in a hurry? Like, it's very rough and ready.
They are very roughly written.
Yeah.
You don't know if it would have taken them a hurry, but it's definitely very sort of
Yeah.
slapdash.
Yeah.
Not like somebody was purposefully writing beautiful words on your body.
No.
Also, most of those words are like 7-8 letters. That took a while.
Yeah.
That's a
Like
ritual.
Anne.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
must have had the tattoo flu after that.
I have no idea what to make of this. I just feel sad. I just feel sad.
Fair enough.
I don't know why.
That's
I'm
a very scenic scene, like very movie-ish scene. Just you in a bathroom looking, realizing the steam clearing out,
Yeah.
realizing as you're.
And
touching
also,
my face.
if the
Yeah.
mirrors are broken, it'll be
Yeah.
very symbolic of all the bits.
And you were like, "Oh, I feel so good. Like it's nice to feel and touch my body for the first time properly." And then you're like, "Oh my god, I'm sad." Wow, what a roller coaster!
And you feel
And
it
I
too,
said-
right? Because you'd be able to feel the indents in your skin,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
scar tissue.
So it's like scarification, like it's properly.
Mm.
Shit.
Her wings look fine though, right?
wings
We've been
look fine.
traveling for ages, and there's nothing
Nothing on the wings.
etched on the wings.
What the hell happened?
Interesting.
I'm just gonna like jump out of the bath and like put my clothes straight back on.
The sink.
Yes, dear.
Every bath is a sink to someone.
Every single
Oh, relative. I'm
That's
so
true.
okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna run back to the guest room and try and find Crow.
Crow, what are you doing? Did you immediately go straight out looking for some clothes, or are you taking a moment to reflect?
No, I mean I think I barely made it here, to be honest. So I think I've gone to sleep.
Okay.
Because I have double exhaustion.
Double exhaustion. That's true. It's going to take you 2 sleeps.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
I'm
did you get double
knackered.
exhaustion?
Yeah, I don't know. Man, who knows?
You probably do you feel a little bit safer here than you did when we were just like camping out as a group?
I think it's more that she has stopped caring.
Okay.
Like when she jumped over the river, it's like, well, if I crash and die,
The
is it
paranoia is
any
still
worse?
there.
Like, yeah, like I still absolutely think that my life is at risk, but also,
You're desensitized.
yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nowhere for me to go. I have nothing in the world.
Oh shit.
Nothing.
Right.
May as well just live with what I've got. Right?
Fair enough.
Heavy shit.
And if you die, you die.
Yeah, and then hope I just don't cycle back.
Yeah.
How many times have I been murdered in my bed? Who knows? Shit.
Happy Death Day.
But yes, I think when you come back, I'm just like passed out in the bed. Yeah, didn't even bother trying to get in dressed or anything. I'm just like.
I'm gonna go in and just gonna like dump my things down, and I'm gonna just crawl up in the bed with Crow and just put like a little arm around her and just try and go to sleep, but probably just lie there and think.
I imagine you're completely out and don't wake up and respond.
She doesn't snore. She's obviously perfect. If anything, it sounds like angels.
I think maybe I don't wake up and respond, but I like nestle back into you.
Instinctively in your sleep. What is everyone else doing? Spike, you're just scrubbing your spikes?
I don't have spikes.
No, you don't have
Oh yeah,
spikes.
you're
Scrubbing your holes.
Scrubbing your holes.
You're cleaning.
Oh, how do you dry them out?
You have to go.
air dry.
The spikes will regrow and push out the water. Don't
Probably
question
hydrating.
biology
Your,
in the
your
world of
physiology
dragons.
will be
Yes, Josh?
built for that.
When I was having a bath, I've got the sort of tattoo
Yeah.
or birthmarky sort of thing. Do I have anything else on the rest of my body?
That's the only thing.
Okay, cool.
That and your black fingernails.
Yeah. Which,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
if I do this, is it paint? It's not paint.
You just like got caught in a door with all fingers at the same time.
Are they? Are they nice looking? Is it like an even coat of black sort of, or is it like a?
Yes.
Okay, so they're not like big bruised.
No. Your fingernails, the nail
The nail itself grows
itself
black.
is black.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dope.
What about the footsies?
Yeah, toenails.
Black.
Dope.
Alright,
I'm done with that.
You're definitely a fucking demon.
Yeah. Devil.
One of them.
Yeah, don't say that
Don't
to
mix them
the
up.
creature.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cool. I'm down with that. I'm
Okay.
gonna get some sleep and get
Okay.
ready for a party tonight.
And it's a reasonably quiet day. Anyone? Oh, yes.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah, fine.
No, it's okay. I was just like, go to the lavatory or the bathroom,
Yes.
where the bath is, and I want to take my bandages off because I'm curious.
Okay.
Because I've got bandages on my torso, and on my hands, and this is the first moment that I've had like alone with myself with
Yeah.
privacy. So
Okay. So as you
are they tight? Are they like wrapped around quite tight around my abdomen? Do they feel restricting in any way? Is this gonna be like taking a bra off at the end of the day?
yes, so they are reasonably tightly bound.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have anything underneath them.
Okay.
You just have your regular skin. Your body is, as I mentioned before, relatively androgynous. Like you have a slightly effeminate natural form,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't try to accentuate that feminine side in how you present yourself.
Okay. So I don't have any wounds or tattoos or anything like that underneath the bandages.
No.
And it seems like I've got like waist and hips kind of thing.
Yes, but
Yeah.
again, they.
I wear sort of straight. Yeah, they straight them out. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I want to like wash the bandages and hang them up, and yeah, just have a nap.
Okay. How do you feel in yourself? How do you feel like you feel? Do you feel right? Do you feel
I think it's weird.
out of sorts?
I think it's weird having the bandages off for the first time because I've had them on for as long as I've been awake, if you will, since the river. So I think it's a bit weird for me, but in another way, it's also quite nice to just relax a little bit and have a bit of privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you feel in yourself? Not just like out of your clothes, but how do you feel in yourself?
What do you mean? You mean like mental
Like
health
as
wise?
as you were saying, sort of like you're feeling yourself.
Oh,
and,
right.
Like, how comfortable do you feel looking at yourself?
I think there's a little bit of body dysmorphia there. I think I'm not super comfortable out of my bandages.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel you would change how you feel? Like, what do you feel would make you feel more comfortable?
That's a really good question. I think I stare at myself for a few minutes in the mirror trying to think about that. And I put on a t-shirt again, like a top. And yeah, I'm not sure. I think I like how strong my shoulders are, my biceps. And I think like, oh yeah, I should make sure I do, my morning exercises again. I think that would make me feel better.
What is it that's making you feel uncomfortable? Do you feel?
I think it's the shape of my torso.
What shape would you prefer?
Straight.
Your body shifts to a desired form.
What does my top feel like? Do I have boobies?
Do you want to have boobies?
No, I don't want boobies.
You don't have boobies.
Can I make my jaw a little more masculine?
Make you feel more masculine.
I'm gonna look in the mirror now and I'm gonna...
And as you do this, you
Oh my
feel
God.
like a small tingling sensation move down your body
Yeah.
as these characteristics form and manifest themselves.
I'm gonna shake it off and think about what I looked like before
And your body shifts back.
and put it back and then go and have a nap.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
Oh shit. Okay, this is awesome.
I know it's a little bit early, but I think it might be worth taking a 5-minute break to absorb all that information that you've just found out.
That's a lot.
So,
Can I do my thing before?
oh yeah, sorry.
Is that okay? I will just get some water in a basin.
Yeah.
So I can clean myself.
Bath, actually.
And then I'll take all my clothes off. Just wear undergarments if I have any. And I'll lay everything in the bedding. And I'll tip all my shit out. And I'll go through every single thing.
Mhm.
Just to see. Because I saw the DM on the book.
Mhm.
I want to see if there's any inscriptions of any other kind. Like maybe my clothes have names on them. I don't know.
No. So the only thing that had anything noted on it is the book. Everything else is just sort of.
And I'll wash myself, get dressed, and then I'll cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual.
Mhm.
And I'll go through the book, and I'll spend maybe an hour just going through the book and see if I can decipher any of these other spells or any writings or incantations, whatever is on the book. I'll spend some time doing that, and then I'll go to sleep after that.
Okay. I will take our break there then, and I will contemplate what you've given me there, and I'll see what I can get back to you in a minute.
Alrighty.
Perfect. So if you would like to roll the mid-roll, please.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone. It's Kim here from Alternate Universe. I'm your friendly local yarn shop owner, and we sponsor Hodgepodge Heroes here. My chair is a little squeaky, so I apologize for that. Squeaky, squeaky. I've got some water. Today I'm gonna do a classic podcast episode, like a mini 10-minute episode, where I'm just gonna be sharing with you what I'm working on at the moment. We've actually just reconfigured some of these shelves, including all the craft. I kind of want to show you, if you don't mind. We've updated the craft, which is this one all the way down, and the retreat, which is the tippy top there, coming all the way down, missing a few colors. And then over here we've got our chunky wool. I'm really pleased with that. Carl was helping me do that. Carl, your DM, he was helping me do that. And today is the first day in absolute months that I've put on makeup and falsies, which I'm really pleased about. It's been forever, and it's nice to actually feel like I am coming back to my normal self. A few weeks ago, I had a really bad cold, and ever since then, and I overdid it in October. I know that. I've got chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. If this is your first time watching, hi. I run Alternate Universe, a ethical yarn store just outside of Bristol. And I'm only... Sorry, I thought I could hear noises. I think it's my cats trying to scratch to get in. Anyway, yeah, so I run the ethical wool shop, and I'm a knitter, spinner, crocheter. I used to do some dyeing and some natural dyeing, and I love doing a bit of tapestry weaving. I trained as an illustrator, and I'm super nerdy, so that's just a little bit about me. Everything in the shop is natural, recycled, local, or ethically produced. I ask all of the difficult questions so that you don't have to. You can just come into the shop and you know that everything you see has been vetted, basically. we are very chill around here. We're very low key. We're not Instagram perfect or anything, but we like to provide a really welcoming atmosphere for any race, religion, sexuality, gender, ability, all of those things. Those are really important to me. I've had people call me a lefty snowflake, and you know, that's fine. I don't mind, as long as more people are feeling comfortable coming into the shop and enjoying themselves. That's what I want. I've had Black Lives Matter up on our window for, gosh, 2 years? More? No, a year and a half now, maybe more. And we get so many people coming in saying that, like, it made them want to come in because they knew they would be treated fairly and with respect, and they wouldn't be, you know, ostracized. Also, we're in North Somerset, which is pretty conservative county, so we get a lot of people coming in and just being like, thank you so much for speaking up. It's nice to know there are other people in this county. But anyway, I'm rambling, which I always do when I film podcasts, but you're getting the uncut, unedited version today. Let's crack on. I am busy on a big project doing granny squares, which is, you know, like the most basic crochet thing you can do, but is one of my favoritist things ever. I actually teach people how to make granny squares on my Learn to Crochet class. We have classes available online right now. Actually, you can go and sign up. You can pick your date and your weekend and your time and everything that you want to come. You can even book for you and a friend. Anyway, I always get so distracted. It's like chatting with an old friend, isn't it? So anyway, I've got these really pretty granny squares that I've just been making out of random bits and pieces that I've had lying around. Hopefully this will focus. I'm filming this on my front camera today because I'm just too tired to set up the tripod and do tests and stuff. I hope you don't mind the less than brilliant quality. But anyway, so I've just been holding 2 strands together, 2 strands of 4-ply together to get like a double knit. And there's some of my recycled yarn in there. I was doing a really fun thing actually with this one, where I had some sort of like badly spun hand spun, and I was holding that doubled with a 4-ply and kind of drafting it as I was going. And it created this really fluffy texture. I don't know if you can see the difference between like here where I wasn't holding it and here where I was. But that was incredibly enjoyable. A little bit messy, a little bit fiddly. It kept falling apart, but yeah, I really liked it. And then, so this was just 4 little granny squares, and then I just joined it with a simple stitch and then did like a single crochet around the edge. What, you might ask, are all of these granny squares for? Well, that is a good question. They are for an awning that we're making out the front of the shop. So our shop has like a car width between us and the pavement and the road. So is pavement, I can never remember if pavement is sidewalk. Yeah, in America where you walk, where pedestrians walk, is a sidewalk. Here I think they call it pavement. How long have I lived in the UK, you may ask? 15 years? 16 years, and I still get these things confused. Anyway, we're making these and we're going to sew them all together. And you can donate a block as well. You can make a block if you want to. Just any size, any yarn weight, as long as it's not chunky. Any design you want, you can knit it, you can crochet it, you can Tunisian crochet it, you can embroider us a little beautiful piece of lace, you can do some tatting, whatever you fancy. And basically the idea is to give some kind of shade coverage out the front of the shop, because our activist window gets so hot pretty much all year round. Like the sun comes directly onto it. It means we can't put anything in that window, else it gets incredibly sun damaged. And it also makes it really quite glaring during the summer. So we have to keep the curtains closed even when we're open, which kind of sucks. So we're going to create this awning, which I saw inspired. I'll need to figure out, need to find the original inspiration picture, because it was a street somewhere in Europe and it looked amazing. And I want to give credit where credit is due, of course. Anyway, so we're creating these blocks. We're going to sew them all together, and this is my little entry. So I've got this guy, this 4 square. I've got this purple monstrosity, which is gorgeous. And then I have this one, which is sort of like red going into purple, going into white. And then we have my personal favorite, reds and oranges with a little bit of pink, which seems to be my aesthetic now that I'm in my 30s. Apparently, orange, red with a little bit of pink is my aesthetic. Speaking of, the other project that I'm really excited about is this pair of socks that I'm knitting. So I'm knitting it with the Shopple. Oh gosh, Carl just came in and he gave me a fright. He was so stealthy. It's the Shopple Albino, so that's wool and linen blend. It's gorgeously soft with a little bit of toughness. I'm hoping that the linen will act as kind of like a nylon in terms of strength, because we all know linen is super strong because people make like string out of it and stuff traditionally. So I'm making my socks out of this. I finished one sock. I've done a toe up and I've done them to hopefully fit my feet. I did a kind of a funny thing actually. I made it too short to begin with. So I started like here, and then when I got to the heel, I was like, oh great, heel time. And I like did the heel, short rows, and then did the rest of the sock. And then I was like, this foot is very small and I have big feet. So I had to actually cut into it and add some length. And so I kind of have a bit of a flat, funky toe on this one. But I'm not too bothered. I like my knits being a little bit crazy, a little bit different. And then, so the second sock, you can see the toes don't match at all. Like if I put that one on top of that one, can you see? Can you see the difference? But that's fine, I don't care. They're so soft. I'm using a little tiny stitch marker that I made out of some twine and a little bead that's actually like a little D6, which is super cute. I know it's not focusing, but you can kind of get the gist of it. And then a bulb pen, of course. I'm using my trusty Addy circulars, of which one of my cats has eaten the tip of, which is great. I'm using it as my left-hand needle, the one that she's chewed on, and it seems to be working all right. I know we're coming up to 10 minutes now, so I don't want to bang on too much, but these beautiful socks are coming along lovely. If you want to learn how to make socks, I'm also running classes about that, which you can sign up on the website. Our website is www.alternateuniverse.co.uk or .com. Either one will get you there. And you can sign up directly on the website. You can book your own time and the day that you want, which is an exciting thing. Oh, repping a spinning wheel, another local yarn store. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you there tonight. I've also, of course, got about 12 zillion other works in progresses on the go, but I will come and probably share that with you next week. So thank you so much for joining me during the mid-roll, and you'll get back to rolling dice. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone. It's Kim here from Alternate Universe. I'm your friend.
And welcome back. Thank you for our sponsor, Alternate Universe. And everyone's had a moment, I think, to sink in some of these revelations that have been displayed. Now that everyone's had a time to decompress from the stresses of the plains of Avernus. How's everyone feeling?
Nervous?
Ready to party.
Was that a long rest or?
So, yes. As you look through your spellbook, I haven't got anything specifically written up for it yet because it's not going to come into play. But you do have a second level spell that isn't in any of the written modules.
Okay.
And it is written in your handwriting.
What I believe is my handwriting.
I mean, you've written.
Have I written?
Yeah, you've done some writing, haven't you?
Yeah, we all did a bit of writing when we were trying to work out
My
who's what thing. Yeah,
arms,
yeah.
yeah.
So yes, in your handwriting.
What's the name of this one?
I haven't got a name for it.
Fair enough.
But I will inform you of it and everything else once I've fleshed out the spell and its specifics. But it's a level 2 spell, so you haven't got access to it yet.
Alright.
I'm afraid.
Cool.
Okay. So, everyone's taken some time to themselves. Is everyone just going to rest up for a short while?
Yeah. My recording stuff.
Yes.
We never figured out whether it's a single use, or whether you record multiple things, or whether you record over,
Yeah.
which you've already done.
Yeah, we never did that.
Would you like to try?
I think so. I think I just have to try because I don't want to be missing out on stuff just in case. So I will. Yeah. So mine is currently inactive because I think it was yours that
Can't
was
you use
used.
identify to figure that out?
No, mine's
He doesn't have a
mine
pearl.
hasn't been used.
Oh,
I
yours
see.
hasn't been
Okay.
used, but mine has.
That's when
Yeah.
the magic fizzled out.
Okay, I'll use
I see.
identify on my
Okay.
stone and see if I can.
Can't. You don't have a pearl.
You have to get a pearl. Yeah, I don't
You need
know.
100 gold pearl.
Oh,
But we are. There's a king.
can I go and see the king? I'm gonna go and
Even
see.
if you could
who
just
it's-
borrow it. Do I see you
Are
going?
you doing this before or after the rest? Because there will be a thing during the rest.
I'll do it after. I'll do it
Okay,
after.
cool. Because if I see you going, I'll go with you.
So, after a few hours of napping and resting, a familiarly ugly face emerges.
If you're looking at me.
D, how was your nap?
Is it him?
It is the sensation in your body, the ache,
The face
Oh.
of
Hey.
addiction.
Hey, it's our
the needs and desires to
Right on
numb
time.
the pain.
Oh, that's why you were near each other. I didn't even
Yeah.
know.
And that's why we were all scratching our necks
Yeah.
when we did that.
Oh, maybe you just want to be friends.
I do.
Yes.
He does.
He really
I have his
does.
drugs.
That's the best way of making friends.
Best friends.
It takes a while for me to answer.
It starts. The knocking becomes louder.
Has this been a long rest?
Not fully yet.
You son of a bitch. I just
Kick-
wake up
kick-
really
kick.
groggy.
You son of a bitch, Spike, where are you?
It won't interrupt your long rest because it is
Okay.
light activity unless you plan on beating the crap out of each other. But you
Well,
have not.
I might just.
You have not
No,
gained,
don't open that door.
you have not gained the effects of the long rest as it has been about 4 hours
Yeah.
into the rest due
I
to
will-
the amount of time and you took the half
Yeah,
doses
yeah.
before.
I will open the door and seeing D. Even my groggy mind will.
Yeah. We're gonna have to time this better.
Do you think you can survive without it?
Do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. What was that roll?
He rolled a 2, everybody.
I don't think so.
And
Come
I
on,
will
come on.
prepare the
Come on,
dose.
come on.
Full or half?
Half.
Whoa, maybe full this time. Maybe full. Maybe full
The
this time.
entire point of me holding on to this is that it will hopefully wean
Yeah,
it off you.
but gives us more time, doesn't it?
Perhaps. But lucky for you, this is an inconvenience I will put up with.
Good.
If only for the sake
Yeah.
of you staying as sane as possible.
Good for me. Good for me. Go on.
And I will fling Flick the spoon. Draw the needle. And take his arm, Dee's arm. And I look him in the eye and I say, one more time.
Yep.
And I will inject.
And that's a half dose, yes.
It will be half dose.
Okay.
That's good.
It will be longer every time.
I need to find a solution for this.
When you feel the urge, try and wait an hour.
Well, I think I did.
Good.
But
Because if you cannot, I will do it for you.
Tap in the shoulder. Said well.
Sleep well.
Go
Okay.
back to bed.
You do eventually rest up, and you notice that the outside, as you pop your head out one of the windows as you come out from your rest, the orb in the sky has shifted. So instead of having like a bit of a sliver at one side and like a blackened area, the orb has shifted, and it's now leaning towards sort of the other side, just past what you would presume to be midday being the full orb.
We do know what a sun is. Or is there anyone of us that doesn't recognize a sun?
It's not sun though.
But it's
It's the effect of a sun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do
but
we
like-
understand like what
It's a
it's
fake sun.
Yeah.
simulating though?
The concept of a sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Of a star system.
Wait, but do
Star system.
Star system.
do the planes
that.
have
The
stars?
astral plane.
The astral plane.
But this is like in
Certain
a
planes have different
separate-
things.
So we-
Avernus does not have
So we
stars.
might not all
'Cause
be
it's-
familiar with it.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
depending on
That's
which
just why I
Yeah,
want to.
depending on
planes
which
have lived on.
plane we're from.
But hopefully you would have traveled somewhere that has one, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, maybe
Yeah.
not.
It's all important information.
That's
It's
true.
true.
So tell us right now, which of us know all about stars?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Who are you pointing to?
Sorry. Alex. Yes.
Alex knows about suns.
Yes. Philippe. Yes. Josh. Yes. Kim. Yes.
Ooh.
If I'm a bladeling and I grew up in a astral
Don't
plane,
think so.
I would not know what a sun would be.
Oh Jesus.
No.
Oh shit.
It's a lamp.
The
What's that
turns.
thing?
You are gonna freak.
Yeah. This is like a cat.
Come
that's
back.
grown up in a house and finally goes outside and it's like it's so
You
big.
would
Ah.
you would have heard about it, but you wouldn't have seen one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what it is in
I know
theory.
that. Okay. I understand the theory of it.
You understand the theory of it.
I've never seen one in
but
real life.
You've never seen one in real life.
That's so weird.
That's,
read about
yeah, that's
them.
really hard to get around.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
Well, it's like I know the pyramids exist, but I've never seen them with my own eyes.
True.
Exactly.
That feels different to the sun.
This is
Yeah, that's fair.
the giver of all life.
Someone that hasn't seen an ocean.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Because it's
Something
huge.
that endless.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So full.
And what about Monique?
Monique does, yes.
Monique was yes as well. Okay.
So everyone but Spike has
Cool.
seen the sun.
you
Well,
asked the
something like
question.
the sun, but I guess the suns we'll have seen not all the same suns. necessarily.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we even think a sun of a sun as being would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is red.
Yeah. So one of those.
Well, you might have
Why
multiple
isn't it?
ones, and you
Yeah.
don't necessarily
Yeah.
see it as a bringer
Yeah.
of life and all those things.
Actually kills everyone when it comes out. It's too,
Yeah.
It's too close to the...
It's so hard to stop thinking like a prime material planer.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was a good question though. Whoever asked that.
That is a good question.
The guy that doesn't know what a sun is. It was very apt.
Boom.
So we wouldn't have tides either.
That's the moon.
That's the
isn't it?
moon though, isn't it?
Both.
Is it right?
Both.
I mean, there is gravity coming from the sun.
But if there's no
that's
sun, of course, is there any moon?
right. Yeah, exactly.
True. Wait, and you won't be able to see the moon.
Well, it's still there.
Anyway.
Oh my
you
God.
just wouldn't
You wouldn't be able to see it.
No, unless you were an astronomer and you could
If there are
count
any,
like where the stars are kind of disappearing
Space.
as it's moving across the
Black.
sky. Yeah.
I feel so dumb right now.
me too. I'm like, if there are any
What even
astrophysicists
what
out
is that
there,
movement?
There
One at the
any
table.
astrophysicists out there in this kind of
or
area.
in the chat, you know.
I like the fact
Yeah.
that we even question.
Okay.
Assholes.
I mean, it's not rocket science. Oh wait, it is.
If we get to the end of our rest, can I go and ask whether the king has a pearl that I can borrow?
Okay, are you going on your own?
Well, I suppose I'll. Like by the time everyone's kind of ready to
Some
go,
food.
you'd probably see me walking past.
Wait. I'm coming. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm going to see the king.
Okay, cool. I'm coming. Hey, Spike, you're coming as well.
King,
What's my hit points?
king.
Oh yeah!
I'm guessing we're
Find out how
awake.
squishy you are.
Oh yes. So I will give everyone their hit points because they managed to restore any that they may have lost.
Yes.
I haven't been hit once.
You don't know your hit points then.
One. I was always one hit point away from dying the whole time. God, I should have been more scared.
Okay, I'll work the reverse order because I always go start with Alex. Let's start with Monique. Monique, your hit points are 9.
9.
Oh my god, level 1.
Love it.
Level 2 soon.
Soon.
Achoo! My time has come.
Kyle, your hit points are 10.
Look at that. Dog.
Keen.
Monk.
Kim, your hit points are 10.
Woohoo! Oh, sorry, I can get rid of one of my exhaustions.
I'll give you yours. You have 8, Josh.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're the squishiest so far.
Yeah.
We haven't met the wizard yet.
7.
Yay! Not the squishiest.
Wizard's always the squishiest, right?
11.
Usually.
Yeah.
Whoa! All 3
That's
I'm
hell.
drunk.
You're so strong.
And sorcerers, I think.
Just like
They're
really
the other
dense.
ones with
For
D4.
now.
D6.
Yes,
Oh,
I am
D6.
small,
D4,
but I
that
am
would be heavy.
compact.
Get out of here.
Yes,
So, as before I came downstairs or woke up like properly with everyone else, can I go back into the bathroom
Yes.
and look at myself in the cracked mirror again and close my eyes and just try and like breathe in and relax and then open my eyes. I'm trying to let go of any want to be a particular form.
Okay. So your natural form is the one that you started in.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. I'm gonna take the picture out that I have, and I noticed in the picture that my hair was different, or I think that is me. My hair was different, and I had. So I'm gonna try and recreate that. I'm gonna try and do it like with my brain, use the force. But if I can't, then I'll try and like do it manually. And
Okay.
I'm going for lots of little braids so that my hair is like out of my face on one side, and then some thicker braids down the back, kind of like Viking style.
Okay. So you can't innately weave your hair to be braided.
Okay.
You can change the color, you can change the length,
Okay.
as you sort of focus on your hair and try and get it to look right.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot just magically or innately make it braided. You do have to
Okay.
sit there and you do have to braid it in that style. But you are able to.
I'm able
It's
to do it.
sort of like a natural
Okay, cool.
reflex.
Yeah, so I think I'll make it a little like dirtier, a little more like rough looking, and then I'll have it up in braids following, like kind of like cornrows almost.
Yeah.
But a little messier, and then I'll stick the feather back in, and that's me.
Okay. And you're keeping.
I'll keep my natural form for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Put the bandages back on.
Cool. And you head down just as these two, Dee and Link, was Spike going with them,
Yeah.
are about to leave.
Evening all.
Morning. Oh, yeah. Evening.
Did y'all have a good rest?
I side-eye D.
Yep. Very good rest.
That's
Can
it.
be
Can I
described as
insight?
such.
Were you there as well?
Can I insight that?
I was probably going to go to.
It depends on if he's actively.
Oh yeah.
Actively trying to sound like that's a total lie.
Oh okay.
You would instantly, right? You're passive.
Yeah, like if he's saying it in such a way that he's like,
Sarcastically.
Yep.
then you even need
great
to roll
rest.
an
Great
insight.
rest.
Alright, cool. Well, I was thinking of going and seeing the king. Any takers? You want to stretch their legs?
I can think of a few questions.
I think I'm going to have a look around the town.
Uh-huh.
Don't know what this is called.
It's a town.
Definitely a town.
Settlement.
You have heard it called the Peaceable Lands.
That's hilarious.
That's what Lucretian referred to it as.
What is Lucretian? Does he want to chill up in the room? What's he?
He's happy to just come along with you, or if you don't want him around, then he would have mope in the corner.
I don't mind. Do we want Lucretian?
He can come with me if he likes.
That's a great idea. You can show him some of the local sites.
Yeah.
You might just have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
So you're going to go find the tailor,
Yes.
which I wrote.
Did you want to come with, or are you going with the king? Or something else?
I feel like Sprite is a bit needy right now.
Aw.
She's like putting on a brave face, like, yeah, it's not fine. But yeah, I'll come along if you want company. Like if you,
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Of course.
It's fine.
Inside check.
Are you doing that on me? Actually.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna insight this as well. It'll be funny.
Are you actively hiding
I'm
anything?
just sort of putting on a brave face and
Putting on
trying
a
to be a
brave
bit
face?
chill.
You
Like,
don't have
Okay.
as much pep in your step as usual. Oh my god,
What is
please
the
tell me Sprite was a cheerleader
insights?
in her past life.
What's my modifier?
Oh, do you not have your
You'll be able to do some great moves.
I would have thought
with
you'd already have
wings.
done that.
I know. I
Next
think I know
level
what it is. But
cheerleading. Oh, and with the leg patterns as well. Yeah.
Does this mean we can get all of our
Course.
remaining
Adorable.
modifiers
Oh
and stuff?
yeah, that's true.
Adorable.
When you level up.
Oh, when we level. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I will give you that
14.
information. So when you actually take an extended period of time as a downtime.
Ooh.
So you feel like there's a little bit of insecurity there. It's not like it's just somebody's smiling, but you don't feel the warmth quite behind that smile. The usual spark. What did you roll?
14.
14. I'm gonna take your natural charisma from this. You do not.
I guess with a passive of 13 as well, I don't notice anything really different.
I'm gonna give you 2 gold coins.
Oh.
I just rub them. You should buy yourself something nice.
okay. And I'm just gonna take it without even was that meant to be offensive?
I'll
No,
Is it
make me feel better.
I'll give you 2 gold coins. Why don't you buy me something nice?
And I'm gonna go, are you alright?
Oh, come on!
No.
I'm busy!
I'm kidding.
Okay, there you go.
We're just into humour. I'm gonna take the money and I'm gonna put
Thanks,
it.
I
Sprite.
got extra 4.
I'm imagining the
golds.
money is like dinner plates to me.
It's like comically as one hand hands it over. Sprite's like, thank you.
I think your action has already showed that it had a good effect on you.
There were genuinely some currencies were like that big.
Mm.
Like big
Yeah.
plates. With
Yeah.
plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, big plates of copper and stuff were like a genuine.
Oh, it's
That
like
sounds
the $100 bill.
very-
Yeah.
Inconvenient.
Yeah, people would put them up on their walls in their dining room
Yeah.
and stuff, and it was like a.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I've got so
Look
much
at my
money, I
money.
don't even need to
Yes,
spend it.
Yeah, I can just
€500
display it.
bill?
Yeah.
I got that shelf money.
Yeah. I got that shelf money.
This money is for looking, but not
Yeah.
spending.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Okay. So you two are going out
With Lucretian.
on the town with Lucretian.
Although I've put on my raggedy ass clothes again. I want pity.
Smart.
Look at my
If
polo.
Sprite was in a good mood,
me,
she'd be like,
please.
mean girls, get in bitches, we're going shopping.
Yeah.
But she's not in a great mood right now, so she won't make a clip.
Aww.
But Alex would.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you all leave the pleasure house, there isn't a name for this place.
Oh, really?
It's just known as the pleasure house.
The pleasure house it is.
And all of the buildings are very sort of crudely assembled, and there doesn't appear to be many discernible markings on them. You kind of get the impression that sort of everyone here just sort of knows where everything is, and so they don't need signs to say this is the pleasure house, this is, you know, the bakery, or the equivalent. They don't make their own food, as evidence from the lack of food that they have.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's no sort of individual signage to tell you where everything is. So you sort of wander the streets and you try and sort of make out what's what. But you are struggling to find where you're going. And the way that the goblin talked to you before, it was just like, oh yeah, go find so-and-so. It's like, of course you should know who that person is, because it's innately to sort of their culture.
I don't think I would, like, I think my instinct would be just to ask someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's just people passing by, I just kind of, you there, and yeah, ask for the way to, do you know Grade? I did not write this down well. Grade?
Grade. Gradday.
Can't read my own writing. Yeah, so if I like spot someone walking past, I'll like call them over.
Okay. So one thing you do notice is that the patchwork clothes that a lot of them had when they were cleaning, they have changed out of those. And most people are now wearing a sort of robe-like attire, as it's sort of mid to late afternoon. And a lot of them seem to be congregating around the second largest building here. And the people that you ask where they are, they appear to be heading towards this large building, and they'll give you some loose directions, but say that they probably won't be there at the moment.
Okay.
Everyone is heading to this large building. Again, very crudely crafted, but it's not. It's bigger than everything else, and it seems to be kind of structured a little bit more than the rest of everything else. And that's where they reckon that the person that you're looking for will be. But they did give you directions to their home.
Let's follow the crowd.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
How is Lucretian coping?
Everything is a lot cleaner now.
Okay.
It looks like everyone has finished cleaning up.
Just before the party, I guess.
Everything is remarkably clean for a ramshackle town. There's no trash, there's no loose food thrown around on the floors anymore. Everything is a lot cleaner. It's quite pleasant, and he's managing to cope with himself a bit more now. I will pop us over very quickly to the others that are heading to the Goblin King. So as you head to the largest building and the most meticulously built building, you see a small goblin, and he's got like a very long braid, just like a little bit down here, not the rest of a beard, just a long braid that comes down as if he shaved the rest, and he's like very proud of this one long string.
Nice.
And you can see he's got like a little spear, and he's like, "Hello."
Hello there. you may remember us from that spectacular encounter with the ale golem.
Yeah, I remember you. How's it going?
Quite well. We were hoping to speak to the
How's the
king.
hangover?
It's absolutely fine. Nothing I haven't done before.
You're no longer poisoned. You are.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Because you did the Constitution saving throw, and I think you actually passed it. So
Yeah, I did.
you were a
yeah,
bit tipsy, but you're not
Yeah,
hungover
yeah.
or anything like
I did.
that.
I didn't actually get the poison condition.
Yes.
And those of us who were poisoned, are we good?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are good now after having a long rest.
Cool.
Sorry, I forgot to mention.
That's what I assumed, but now I was like,
But yes, I was like, your head's good, yeah. This is good. That's what I like to hear. The thing is, mighty nasty. We're gonna have to fix it up. You did a little number on it.
Oh, the golem.
Yeah.
Oh well. Sorry about that. We just had to, give the crowd what they want. Give people a show.
Fair enough. Well, what can we do for you today?
Off to see the king. So, if you could.
Ewitz, is it?
Yeah, you're it.
Yeah, is he? Is the king around for a bit of a chat?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I should be praying right now, but...
Should
Sorry.
be praying.
Yeah, well, I got the short straw today, so...
Praying to what?
Bagrivyek.
Oh, is this a goblin god?
Yes.
Ah. Very nice. Well.
He is the god of unity and cooperation.
He sounds lovely.
Yes.
Intriguing.
These goblins seem very nice.
Much better than that other place we found with that worshipping the god of hate or whatever it was.
Yeah. I'm glad we stopped here.
Hmm.
Well, yes, a couple of questions for the king. So, that would be lovely.
Cool. Well... I guess there's nobody else to look after. Nobody come in! Cool.
That usually works.
Start heading in.
That usually definitely works. Yeah.
Are you going to lock the door or something?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. And he'll start leading you up through the castle. And again, everything is... There's not a lot of stuff here. But what there are, very nice fabrics and materials and tapestries, some of them depicting the glorious stature of your host in full glory.
Are there any pictures with mountains in them?
There are no pictures of mountains in them.
Okay.
They are all largely of the town in various states of assemblage, and pictures of the Goblin King.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Handsome. Lovely.
And
Those
as you
trousers. I mean,
as you head on up, Uwitz will say, "Wait here a second. I'll just make sure that he is yes." And he'll pop his head through the door,
Dressed?
and then he's like,
alive?
Oh, yeah.
"You have guests." Okay. And then he'll open the door. And you step into, again, the bedchambers of Harsim.
Doesn't he have a throne room we can receive guests in? Do you have to go to his bed?
But why would you get out of bed if you didn't have to?
Yeah, if you're a king.
Yeah.
God.
They can come to you.
Your Majesty!
Hi.
Lovely to see you again.
Yes, it's a pleasure. What can I do for you? Are you heading out?
Not just yet. Still in the recuperation phase. But we did have a couple of questions. You said, I hope this isn't a bother to you.
Yeah, I was just keeping myself company.
Insight check.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it these days.
Okay, you can roll the insight check.
Yeah, I don't.
16.
16.
Don't come in, Mom. I'm practicing my cantrips.
He was practicing his cantrips.
I see.
Yeah, no, he seems sincere in the fact that he was keeping his own company. Do you not have your insight?
I don't have my insight. What's my insight?
Everyone was being so shady. How does everyone not know their own insight?
I know, but like,
Just very trusting.
I'm very trusting.
What?
And you're a very matter of fact as well.
I
Just
am.
like,
You have a +2.
I'll take that. Let's do insight. Same as my wisdom.
But yeah, no, he definitely seemed like he was keeping himself entertained.
It's very exclusive.
He's like
concepts.
a little bit flushed, like a little bit short of breath.
Hello there.
Hey guys. Well,
I failed my charisma when we first met him, so my eyes
Oh,
take a minute to flick back up to his face.
so first question. I just had a bit of a. You're the Goblin King, but you're not a goblin.
Yes.
Can I ask, how does that come about? That sounds like an awfully interesting story.
I did think it was going to come. Can we keep this between ourselves?
Your Majesty, of course.
Well, whew, I haven't told this one in a while. Well, have you ever been to the Feywild before?
Many times, yes.
You remember?
Oh yes. All of the wilderness. Oh, it was incredibly fey. Amazing place. You should go. I thoroughly recommend it. But please, I don't want to interrupt. Do go on.
Well, and this is you're not going to tell anyone this. You
Of
promise?
course.
Okay.
I mean, who are we going to tell? We don't know anyone down here.
I mean, it's not just here. Nobody.
We won't tell anyone. I give you my word.
Are you being sincere?
I'm saying it.
I'm saying it.
I'm gonna roll an insight roll.
I mean,
Deceive?
I've never given my word before, so I guess I feel sincere.
Do you have the intention of keeping your word?
I have the intention of
What a difficult
giving
question.
my word. I'm not sure I have the intention of keeping my word, but I can give it.
Depends how juicy it is.
I can give it all day long.
Oh, he's lying. He's lying.
Is everyone else agreeing to keep their word?
I am 100%
Oh, yeah.
stone colding, keeping my word.
You
Same.
are stone cold. You are stone cold.
I have no interest
If
in
it's,
whatever he's gonna say.
If it's
Depends how
too
juicy it is.
personal, we don't want to make you say anything you're going to be uncomfortable with. But as my friend says, we don't really know anybody, and we have no reason to betray you. So
True, you have been nothing but hospitable to us.
exactly.
You did put us in a potential death maze and then set a mechanical creature on us to kill us. But I assume that was in
Jest.
Well,
good fun, yeah.
Probably
the-
does that to everyone. I mean,
the devils here are very meticulous in how they sort of think and do things. They try to recruit us, the goblins, to be part of their blood war. I made the maze so that beings of strict regiment and adverse to chaos wouldn't think of getting themselves through the maze in that way. The keg golem was just for the entertainment.
It's pretty smart.
Makes sense, I suppose.
I do love a good story.
But how did you come to lead the goblins? Are you a goblin? Is this some sort of illusion?
If I have your word,
Of course.
well, a reasonable period of time is hard to keep track of these things. I was a member of the Sealy Court in the Feywilds. Unfortunately, I rubbed a few people the wrong way.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And in the unseelie court, they don't like me.
I think I might have been rubbed the wrong way in the
So,
bathhouse.
oh, did you enjoy your time in the bathhouse?
Yes, hands are very sharp little claws, though. But please do go on.
So, well, I had to make sure that I kept myself alive. So I appealed to, well, Bargravek. And he promised to shelter me here. In exchange, I protect his followers.
Fair enough.
The Fey court wouldn't ever think to find me here, which is why you shouldn't tell anyone.
Of course.
So you're in exile, hiding.
In hiding.
Very interesting.
Very well. Your secret is safe with us.
Safe with you?
With all of us,
With
of
all of
course. Is there anyone in particular that we should be looking out for in the, what did you say, the unseelie court? Any bad eggs?
I mean, they all are, by their innate nature.
Just steer clear of the whole lot altogether.
I would strongly suggest against it, but it's unlikely that you'll make it there any
It's good
easy
to know.
way. I had to travel through multiple worlds to get myself here.
We do have one among us who is somewhat fey, I think you might describe her.
Little one with the wings. did you
Yeah,
I have noticed they don't feel native to the Feywild. They must be one of the other areas that
is that
keep
so?
those creatures. Yes.
What other places tend to have fey?
Well, they tend to keep themselves to a place of interest. The Beastlands.
Beastlands.
They have an affinity with animals.
She doesn't seem beastly.
No, she seems rather
Well,
lovely.
she seems alright.
And is there anything in the Beastlands about carving your flesh and carving names into yourself?
Not innately to the place. No.
Okay, so not a cultural practice. Well, thank you very much. Oh, also, can I have a pearl worth 100 gold?
What for?
I have a spell that I can't cast it, and I keep trying, and I keep getting this image of this pearl. Like I think that's what I need. Even if I could just borrow it for a little bit. Someone as resplendent as yourself, I'm sure, with all of your many beautiful outfits, you must be able to spare just one tiny little morsel for a devoted subject.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, baby.
We're all good.
This is my bread and butter. No! A 2. Plus, I don't think of that as 6 or 8.
Well, I've already given you plenty of hospitalities.
That is true.
Perhaps if you do the thing for me, you can have one.
Sure, of course. Or would I be able to just borrow one for about 10 minutes? Just to try and cast this spell once, and then I'll take it for myself at the end as well?
So the pearl won't be consumed by
pearl-
the spell, is that right?
Absolutely, yes. The pearl will go back to you in perfect form. I can even give it a little spit shine if you like.
Well, how about we do a small exchange then for this?
Very well.
You see, out of the very few livestock that we do have alive for our parties, one of my people, Bedro, the bugbear,
Bugbear.
Yes.
Bugbear.
A bugbear.
Bugbear.
He's one of the big, brutish goblinoids.
Oh,
Not.
I think I saw a big hairy thing.
Yes, a big
Ooh,
hairy thing.
okay. I was kind of hoping to avoid one of them, but sure.
He's a little bit slow.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody may have cast a slow spell on him when he was a child, maybe. Bless him. We tend to let him look after the animals because, he has a way with them. Unfortunately, some of our abyssal chickens have escaped the pen. If you wouldn't mind helping him round them up.
What was his name again?
Bedroar.
Bedroar.
Bedror.
Surely that's worth a pearl.
Of course.
Abyssal chickens. Sounds like fun.
I will bow as deeply and courteously as I can, and I'll say, I live to serve.
And he will do so as well. And as he stands up, he does so and he lunges his back, and his bulge is just in full glory.
As I'm like...
I think some of us have a few more questions before we proceed to this mission.
Yes. What can I do?
Ready.
Do you have any questions?
Sorry.
Anyone else? I have a few.
None in particular that need to be answered right now.
Questions?
I do, and I whip out a photo. Do you recognize this mountain range? Have we ever seen this one before?
And he sort of has a little look. He's like, Yes. There's a few mountains that are like that. That is
Options.
Ooh.
Sorry, I now got to try and remember.
It's all good. I'm trying to play it like super cool, like it's no big deal. But I'm like, my heart rate is like going, and I'm like sweating, and I'm like, I might know something.
This is the picture with you in it, right?
There is a picture, I
Hmm.
think. Ooh. I think my phone is unfortunately not working, so I can't double check it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it is. It just keeps on turning itself off. That could potentially be. No, there's not one from the top. I think that might be Mount Celestia.
Oh, right. Cool.
I may be mistaken.
Oh,
but
of course.
that's what it looks like to me.
Does that name mean anything to any of us?
That sounds fancy.
No.
Thank you.
A large amount of your memory of the plains and places is lost to the winds or the waters, the Styx.
Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful. I appreciate that. D?
Can I see the baggie, please?
Bring it out.
Do you know what this is?
Ooh. Into the hard stuff, are you?
Apparently so.
Those are xantho salts.
Xantho.
Yes. You're a little bit of a party boy, aren't you? Well, I
not
say
by
party boy.
Not by choice.
It's not a particularly party drug, but
What are they?
you know, I mentioned the beastlands before. Well, there are various different creatures there, beasts, and some of them have particular properties. The A serpent, don't go near them.
No, absolutely not.
These are made out from the xantho crab. It's a little yellow crab has some poisonous tendencies. Some hard dealers tend to take these, grind them, their shells, down, and that's them.
I have it in good authority that this material is quite addictive.
Yeah, yes, that's why I was surprised you were into the heavy stuff. You don't
Very interesting.
strike me as the sort.
Well, no, I don't strike myself as a sort either, but my body seems to think that I need them. Do you know how I could get some more, or perhaps kick the habit altogether?
I don't know about kicking the habit, but there are some dealers out there. There's not a great many of them. As I said, the Beastlands has a lot of creatures.
Would Sigil be a place to find these dealers?
I would imagine so. There's a few that roam around. I would maybe ask around, see what you can find, and whew,
Is it gonna make us enemies if we ask about this? Like, is it gonna get us in trouble?
I mean, there are some animal rights activist natives to the Beastlands that don't want to see them.
Is it an
hurt.
illegal substance?
I mean, it depends on who you're asking.
Is it illegal here in the Goblin City? We don't mean to be.
We only store magma caps. They're slight hallucinogenics. We don't touch any of the hard stuff.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Can I have some magma caps, please?
Well, I'm not sure there'll be some passed around at the party tonight.
Fantastic.
Appreciate
You
your.
are such a bad influence on me.
I would avoid natives to the Beastlands.
They might get upset
Yes,
about it.
but
Goddamn
if you can find, so there are individuals in Sigil called touts.
Touts.
They are the sort of knowledge brokers. They take people on tours and pass messages and things like that. They may be able to point you in the direction of somebody that you can acquire some from.
Do they drive open-top vehicles?
For the microphone.
I chuck it back at you.
And to your left, you'll see the palace of the Lady of Pain.
They go in there.
I do have another question of the less addictive nature. I have this spell book that I've been working on and trying to decipher
Yes.
the information within. Did you say that you had someone that was proficient in magical or arcane knowledge, perhaps, that could assist me with that?
I mean, I dabble myself.
You dabble.
Yes.
Very good. Then I guess I'll need to spend some time with you at some point and see what we can find out.
Certainly, it will be interesting to find somebody who can match, my superior intellect. The goblins, they are lovely people, but they're not the brightest sparks in the multiverse.
Fair enough. Very useful. Very very friendly though.
Oh, definitely. Yes, this is why I appeal to Bagravek. He's the nicer of the goblin deities. They call him the peacekeeper.
Ah.
Sometimes it's a bit of a misnomer. He does fight a lot, but he also likes groups. So he swings and roundabouts. Not everyone's perfect, but
Perhaps I'll stay behind as you complete this chicken grabbing quest. I don't think I'll be much use anyway.
Well, we wouldn't want to have all the fun without you, though.
I understand, but old chap, you can do it. I got some reading to do.
They got
Very well.
spell books to compare.
Well,
show each other their cantrips.
Do you have any more of those cod pieces?
Oh, I don't stuff.
Ah,
shall we leave them to it?
Yeah, I'm catching some of this little chickens. That sounds like fun.
I'll see you in a few hours.
I assume with this you will be taking an extended downtime.
Our boy's gonna level up.
So, as you spend the next few hours with him, you do get a bit of
Do we get some work done?
you get some work done, but also you. So the downtime is going to be 8
The
hours.
face.
Partway through that, you're going to have a thing.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
A thing.
A thing.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
A thing
But
with the Goblin King.
we'll come back to that in a
Thing of the
minute.
king.
He doesn't stuff, by the way.
Back to you guys.
Oh yes. Where are the
Yes.
crowds going?
So, as you see them congregating, you see that in very tattered and very crude, not crude as in rude, but crude as in,
Rough.
rough, drawn pictures of a whip-tailed flail that is, sorry, not a whip, a white-tipped flail.
That's very close.
That's painted on it on tapestries in front of this building, and as you start to head towards it, you can see that a lot of, almost all of the goblins here that you've seen sort of milling around the streets, everyone is coming here, and they all appear to be inside on their knees on little blankets, and they're looking up towards a individual that is dressed in lots of bones and almost sort of like a ritualistic garb. He appears to maybe be their religious leader.
See.
Are people like busy, like rushing past us? To,
Yeah. So they're trying to all
Can we
get
just
to this place.
start with like, hey, where you going? Where you going? What's happening?
Well, it's worshipping time.
Oh. Where can we get one of those? And I point at the blanket.
Anyway, you have some spare cloth.
I'm a bit short right now.
Hold on a second. And he takes his top off and he hands it to you.
Oh, kindly, thank you.
Oh,
And let's go worship.
okay.
And as you head in,
Okay.
you can hear that the individual at the top, at the front, with all of the bones and the shamanistic garb, he is saying a prayer. The most sublime service to Bargrivyek, and the most enjoyable, is the slaughter of orcs.
I look at you.
I put my head down on the ground.
All hail.
I copy.
Let's just
But kind of like,
Okay.
But all goblinoids are friends. We should not fight, but we should hold hands. And then everyone starts extending their hands out.
How's Lucretian looking?
Vision's a bit.
I'm just gonna cause how small is Lucretian?
So he's about the same size
I was about to say
how-
that.
as he evolved.
Yes.
He grew up to about the same size.
So how big are
Grew
you?
up.
3 footish.
Oh, so quite big. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
much bigger than he was before.
I'm just gonna like put Lucretian between us to like shelter him from the rest.
Like rest away.
Yeah, just kind of like trying to shelter him, but still, I'm trying to blend in.
You're trying to blend in.
Yeah,
Is someone reaching out their hand?
Yes.
I'm just gonna
On
look at
either
you
side.
and be like,
and I'm gonna go
well, take
for
your
it.
hand and take
Yeah.
someone else's.
And the goblins are like,
Mm-hmm.
and you all link fingers.
Oh, so
Um,
intimate.
And then
It's
everyone sort
really
of
intimate.
I
bows.
don't know how
We're learning Sprite's boundaries very quickly.
I don't want to be touched.
And this continues for a while. It talks about how everyone should be part of a community, but killing orcs.
Okay.
And this goes on for a good 40, 45
Oh my
minutes.
It's like,
It's a
it's
Catholic
like a Catholic
wedding.
wedding. That's literally as much as
Ah!
Made for each other.
But eventually, everyone starts to pack up their little cloths. There's no particular pattern to this. It seems like it's just something so that they don't kneeling on the cold hard ground. I say cold hard ground. It's pretty hot here, but it's a lot cooler here than it is outside. It seems like nice temperature. But yeah, they start to pack up all of their goods, and they start to mill out.
Okay.
Gosh, that was boring.
Yeah, I thought we'd get more from that, but no, just my knees hurt.
No. I want to do something fun.
Yeah.
I need to pick me up.
Well, maybe at least we can find that clothes maker, and I've gathered asking for directions doesn't work here. Trying to find my way doesn't work here, so I'm just gonna shout, Grade! Grade! Grade!
And I'm going to float up a little bit higher.
Hello there!
Shout
Wow.
and wave.
What?
You
What can I do for you?
manifested it.
Yes. Well, I hear you're the best clothes maker in town.
And one of the only ones.
Well, that still counts. As you can see, I've fallen on some hard times, and Hearsome has given me the benefit of the town, and I thought perhaps you could help me out.
Certainly. What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, I see you're all maybe something to fit in.
So, Hersum, not Hersum, sorry, you just said
Grade.
Hersum. Yes. Grade is wearing some very bright colours. It's at the moment, a robe, but it's not like a drab robe. It's got sparks of colour here and there. And, there's sort of a brown undertone with like streaks and a couple of flames coming down the sides.
Oh. I like it. I'm in.
Nice.
What are you looking for?
Well, I guess I'm planning to come to your celebrations this evening, so I'd like to fit in for that. But also, if it's possible, if you could make something similar to maybe the soldiers' uniforms, that could be helpful.
I don't know why you would want to wear anything like that. They're not designed for prettiness, and you are a pretty individual. I like your horns. Can I touch them?
I just lean back. Well, I'm sure I can make anything look good. It's a challenge I should try at least. I just brush past the horn. Engaging with the horn question.
Anywho.
Yes, please, come with me. Come with me.
Thank you. And we'll head off. And we've got the T-shirt that we were kneeling on. I look around. Like,
Do we see a half naked?
do I see a half? Yeah,
Yeah.
half naked.
You can see the half-naked goblin. He's got little
yeah,
I'll take
bone piercings on his.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
I'm going to take it off you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just kind of float up and be like, hello. Do you want this back?
You can keep it.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to be partying.
What is this party celebration of? What's happening tonight? I don't understand.
Everything.
Oh, that's very optimistic. Okay.
We do this every day.
You have a party every day.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like maybe I need a party today. Yeah. Where can I... Oh, I need to get a present.
For who?
For Thingy.
Oh.
You know, Thingy. Link.
I'm taking the Premat.
It doesn't really seem like something he would like.
Does the Premat have a badge on? Because it's his top Premat T-shirt. We used it as a Premat.
Yeah, we
did.
use it for that.
The T-shirt does not have. Most of the goblins here
Don't have
anything. You get the impression that everyone here is very insular. From what Hearsome said, they don't leave.
I see.
So they all just sort of congregate together. They don't branch out. I think the extent of it is when they go and get the supplies from the kobolds.
What can I buy as a gift for someone who is, adventurous and likes to party and sing and, dance and be silly and, I haven't known him very long. I'm not very good at shopping. I don't know, maybe I am.
I know what I like.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he undoes his nipple piercing
Oh.
and he hands it to you.
Oh, that's nice.
2
Thank
bolts worth.
you. What is this?
It's a piercing.
Oh! And then I'm gonna just drop it. Like I just thought you like literally reached into like a weird skin pocket or something.
No, he took it off his nipple.
Took the actual piercing. Oh, I couldn't possibly
Well, though I don't.
experience.
Yeah, I don't believe he has any piercings. I haven't. At least we haven't seen any.
That's probably the most unique gift he's.
And I'm sure I have some. I could figure it out.
I mean, it's lovely, but I just feel surely this is very special to you.
I can go make another one. And you can see he sort of goes up, starts trying to pull out a tooth.
Oh! Spoiled goblin. Okay, no. Why don't you take?
Are they like sharks? Do they just grow back?
Am I going to offend if I try and give this back?
I mean, you don't know?
Sharks' teeth just
Okay.
keep
Are you
growing.
going to try and give it back?
I don't know. I don't want to be rude. Would you like some money for it?
A hug?
What?
Just what you want to give.
She's flashing back to all the touching and holding hands. And she's like, how much do I like Link?
Is now freshly unpierced
She's
nipple
gonna
and
just
weeping.
lean into it. She's not even thinking. She's just going, this is something is happening. And she's gonna like go like an ironing board and lean in and be like, okay.
And he wraps his arms around you, and you can sort of.
That's nice.
And it's quite a nice warm hug.
Never
It's-
have I
it's
heard something so
Quite pleasant.
I think I see how uncomfortable you are. I'm like, well, okay, nice to meet some friends. Just kind of casually pushing them apart, but in like a way as if I'm just trying to be a part of the group.
That's
Thank
lovely.
you.
Thank you. That was invigorating.
I made that out of one of my teeth.
Well, that's
Remember,
good for you.
this will be Bloix's.
Bloix.
My name is Bloix.
And my name, you can call me Sprite.
Pleasure to meet you, Sprite. Bloix.
Pleasure's all
And you?
mine.
You share the t-shirt. Sorry, Monique. And you? What's your name? I'm Bloix.
Oh, hi. I'm Crow.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Would you like the other one?
Oh, I think we have plenty. Really, thank you.
I think we have more than we
More
ever
than
would have
enough.
needed.
But I think my friend could do with something to drink. Really could do with that. Or even
where does one get
something to take your mind away. Anything that might do
Where
that.
does one get into the party spirit when you've had a rough day?
I mean,
Which I totally haven't.
our days, I wake up, clean, pray, party, sleep. So I have a hard day.
But what did you do to get the party going?
Oh! And he extends like a small little cube.
A cube. Okay. Sit back.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Eat it. Okay, I'm leaning into my faction. Go on.
And it tastes like
Nice.
a very salty, warm mushroom.
It's chewy.
It is chewy.
Salty.
And as you chew it and presumably swallow,
Yeah.
you feel like a warmth spread down, and there's an almost instantaneous effect as you do this, and you can feel like your wings tingling, and this goblin that you see in front of you that's, topless and now has one pierced nipple, he also grows wings.
Ah.
And as you look around, everyone grows wings.
Oh, what's happening?
Whoa.
Whoa. Your wings.
Even you have wings.
Your wings are nicer than my wings.
Uh-oh, bad trip.
That's not
Watch out!
That's not fair. Wait, but why? You didn't show me your wings before.
I just look at the goblin,
You didn't.
like share a smile.
You have naked with wings. Naked wings.
Does she always react like this?
I think first time. But if you have
Is there a
another
red cup
one,
around?
I have some errands to do, but I will join her afterwards. Thank you.
Have some money and I'm just going to fling a gold piece.
Are you just flinging it?
Yeah, just fling it at him.
I'm gonna see if he dodges out the way if you hit him in the head.
But it's gone. Which is very good aim. Yeah.
No, he misses. He doesn't dodge. You hit him in the head, square in the face, with this gold piece, and then he's like, "Oh!" And he pops it in his pocket.
Nice.
Not his
I
top
was going to
pocket.
say,
His
where?
bottom pocket.
His bottom pocket.
His trouser pocket.
His trouser pocket.
He stuffs.
He stops.
With gold.
Okay, and with that, I assume you're going to the tailor's.
Yeah. Go buy some clothes. I'll hold this in my hand and go. Okay. You want half? To the creation. Can't make it any worse here for you.
I mean, I was a lot bigger when I last took one of these.
Quarter.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I should have done.
And he'll take a quarter.
Because I'm small.
It'll be fine.
I mean, the goblins are small as well, but I mean they do this every day. But he'll take a quarter of it.
Yeah. I'll pocket the rest because I'm gonna buy my clothes.
First.
Nor am I. No, I'm gonna take it first.
You're gonna take it first?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you head to the tailor and you just chew and swallow it, the colours of the tailor's shop are very, very bold. They were bold before, but now you feel these colours. And they're talking to you, not physically talking, but you can feel like a vibe with them.
Calling to me.
What kind of colours?
Am I looking for?
Yeah, what colours are you looking for?
I think I want like jewel tones, like deep jewel tones. So like emeralds or dark reds or dark purples. Those kind of.
Okay.
Which is not really the bright colours that they have there.
And was there a particular style that you were looking for?
Well, I think the clothes that got ruined was like a long dress, wasn't it? It was like an occasion outfit. So I'd be looking for something like that. It doesn't have to be a dress, but that similar kind of like I'm dressed up.
Okay. So yeah, as you spend your time there, this little goblin sort of rummaging around and holding up colours, and you're like, what? Very vividly, like. You have very strong reactions to some of the colours that they hold up. And after a while, they manage to sort of assemble you. You wear a long occasion dress. A long occasion dress, which has sort of like a hints of sort of those deep emeralds that you were looking for, going down in sort of like a striped pattern diagonally. And there's like a deep sapphire as another one. That is the undertone of the dress, and there was one other colour you said.
Purple, I think.
There we go.
A purple. So sort of like a very long sort of collar that comes down the front, and then it sort of trails down almost like a train of like a wedding dress. Not quite as long. It goes down to the bottom of the dress, but there's this like purple, so almost cloak-like sort of train that goes down the back of the dress.
And I assume there's like a mirror or something, and I'm just staring
Again,
in the
smashed and
mirror.
assembled.
But that's better because then I can get all the slightly different angles. And I'm like, I didn't know this is what I needed, but it is. Just and getting closer and closer to the mirror, looking closer and closer till I'm basically touching the mirror. And then I'm like, oh no. Oh, there was something else I wanted. Soldiers. I could be a soldier.
You can be anything you want to be.
I could. Do you think I could be a...
I think you could pull it off. You have...
Yeah. With one of those... with the badges to make it all complete.
You want me to put one of the badges on it? What kind?
Well... the one that with a snake type one that Harrison has, maybe, or do you? Oh yeah, but actually, could you make me another one as well?
Certainly.
Do you know what the kobolds might tend to follow?
I don't think they follow anything.
Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Well, Hearsome's will do.
And yeah, they will make a replica of.
Actually, can I also ask for, because I broke one, the one I broke, what did I break?
If it's the one I noted, it was
I broke the
fated.
fated, yeah. Actually, and do you know the symbol of the fated? Which I would know, but I don't have it.
That's fine. I will give you that, which will be Hearson's copy, but I might have a spare. Otherwise, I might have to.
Oh well, yeah, I don't need it right now. It's more just.
Oh, you've got one.
I've got
anyway.
one. Yeah, I just left it.
You'll be able to describe it. It's a little bit different because you're a little bit out there.
Yeah.
So the colours aren't quite right. They're a bit more bougie. But they'll be able to make a replica for you from the description that you gave.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I guess you really can manifest anything. Did you want anything?
No, I'm quite enjoying watching you, to be honest.
Oh, I have an idea.
I like ideas.
And they'll get like a thin sort of lacy fabric. What kind of colours do you feel drawn to as Spike?
Ooh, I feel like green is probably my colour.
Green?
So some kind of...
A very bright green.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like a very lacy thing, and it ties sort of at the base of your wings, and it trails around the outskirts of your wings just to give you sort of like a little pop from your wings. Just very like a thin lacy thing, so it's not going to weigh down your wings as you're flying.
I'm trying to see. I'm gorgeous. I think I might be gorgeous.
For that. Yeah.
Well, what do I owe you?
It's nothing.
I
A go?
can't really
have a
accept
go.
this.
I want to go.
A
No,
goat?
you're fine.
Okay. Well, if I see a goat, I'll promise to try and procure it for you.
Beautiful.
But if I don't see one, and we meet again, I will try to repay you another way if you won't accept money.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, I feel strange, but thank you.
You're welcome.
High five. Okay. Lots of touching today.
And we'll move back over. So,
It does turn out the badge that I just traded was the one of the fraternity of the order, so that's the one I'll get remade.
The Fraternity of the Order, sorry.
So, no, it's not your
That's the
fault,
one
it's
you
mine. Yeah,
burnt.
for the record, but yeah, that's the.
cool. So, everyone that is leaving Herson's, what is your plan?
Go and find Bedroar.
Bedroar. Okay. Bedroar. So, as you head out of the main town-like area, you are being escorted again by Ling.
By Ling? Okay.
So the person that led you there
Yeah, the
to the pleasure lounge, the pleasure room. He will lead you over to the. It's quite small, almost barn-like thing, and on the outskirts you have a little fence, and crying on a stool next to it, you see a very big, hairy individual. And he's like, that's what you see.
Well, I think that's our man.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Do you want to do the chatting?
I suppose. I've never spoken to a bugbear, but we'll give it a go.
Alright. I look at Spike.
Let the man do his work.
Just don't. I mean,
I
do you
know
have
spikes-
your
Oh, yeah,
spikes
are
The
you
there?
spines have not grown back yet.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh, interesting.
not a long rest.
Are they? Can you see them growing inside the hole?
They are starting to grow.
Ah.
so he's had a long rest,
He has had a long rest.
and they're still not growing back.
Still not grown back.
It may be a 24-hour thing.
Mm.
Dawn,
yeah,
dawn.
true.
Or 4 doses.
Yes.
And I like to measure time.
4 half doses.
Yeah.
4 half
half
doses.
4 half does. It's 7 hours long now.
Oh, that's true. We've pushed it 7 hours.
So they were 12.
It ruins the unit of time.
Yeah.
They were
Ah.
12, so they should be more.
Oh.
So they should be 13 or 14.
We'll make them 13. 14 if you want.
No, it says should have kept my mouth shut. 7 would have been fine.
getting into character there for me.
So I'll approach the crying bugbear, and I'll put a hand up in a friendly gesture. Hello, Bedroll.
Hello.
I've heard that you might be sad because you've lost your chickens. Is this true?
Yeah.
Well, it's just your day. Because you have 3 new friends here.
Howdy.
Spike.
I just nod.
Friends. Who are willing to help you find them.
You help Bedrock?
Of course.
You find chickens?
I hope so.
Yeah. And he stands up and he runs towards you as if he's going to hug you.
I'll
I push him forward.
my immediate thought was to push Brady forward, so I think we're like in a conga line, just going push, 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 and
I guess I stumble forward.
And he goes to hug you.
I open my arms.
And he hugs you, and it's a very tight hug. This guy is strong.
I hug him back.
Are there any
I'm enjoying
evidence
it.
of
It's fluffy.
chickens?
Huh?
There any evidence of chickens around us in the immediate area?
So yeah, if you would like to roll me an investigation check.
Actually, I imagine he's more like hairy, right? Like coarse, like hugging a dog.
Like
kind of.
hugging a like not a fluffy dog.
No, like a
Yeah.
coarse-haired.
Yeah.
How does he smell? Now that I'm all like in his fur.
Much nicer than the smell outside, but
Oh.
it's not spectacular. He largely smells of ale.
I think I'm a huggy person. I think I like this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He is
This is
crying, so you get like a little wet patch.
Oh. Oh, it's
wh-
alright.
12.
Bed roar, it's alright.
So as you sort of look around, you do notice a couple of footprints that don't meet the footprints that you've seen previously of these goblins. I believe they are 3-pronged.
Are they larger than my hand?
Yes.
Of course, because they're abyssal
They're
chickens.
chocobos.
But also chickens are cute.
Dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
Even when they're giant.
I ordered KFC today.
Let me
This
just-
is
Yes.
I love chocobos.
they are not
Chickens
that
are
big.
super cute though.
See the silky ones?
Yeah. Do they have the black skin? They silky with the white feathers and the black skin.
Oh, I don't. I've seen ones without feathers too. Maybe they're got.
Silky's
I'm sure they are like black meat.
Fluffy,
big,
fluffy feet.
fluffy
Big
feathers
fluffy
around the
feet.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have some of those plants.
So fluffy.
So yes, you notice that there are footprints that seem to be leading in 4 main directions.
Oh jeez.
Well, should we split up?
what was the bugbear's name again?
Bedroll.
Bedrock.
You get to figure out your animal handling.
Bedrock. How many chickens were there?
4.
And do you think you can handle one?
I handle 1. I don't handle 4.
Probably the best way to get.
We all take a set of prints.
Sure.
Yep.
Bedro, are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the footprints are 3 talons pointing out in 3 directions.
Oh.
And I ask, what do the abyssal chickens like to eat?
Meat.
Oh, glorious.
And pretty much anything.
Fantastic. Do you have any food that we can use to bring them over?
Yeah.
Is there enough for all of us to have some?
Yeah, there's not much, but there are a few wings and legs.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Right. Well, before we head out, and I'll play a little song that I make up about catching chickens, and
How does this sound?
It's got a country sort of vibe to it.
Well, I'm not a chicken plucker, I'm a chicken plucker son.
Yeah. And I'll give everyone inspiration.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, not myself, but the 3 of them.
Okay. So each of you are heading off in your own directions. If each of you can roll me an investigation check, we can see if you can pick up and follow the trail. Or investigation or survival, whichever one you prefer.
It's gonna be sad if you're
Survival.
outfoxed by a chicken.
It's an abyssal chicken.
But also
An
hilarious.
abyssal chicken.
I'll go survival.
It's an abyssal chicken. We're level 1.
Survival or what was it?
So these are stealth
Or
chickens.
Survival or investigation.
I feel like I should have come.
No, what we do, we're just doing like
We're just
magma
clients.
caps or whatever it's called.
I got 19.
19?
Survival.
17 survival.
17?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so as
Here, chicken. Here,
as
chicken.
everyone heads out in their own separate directions, you come across a. I need to double check how large these are. I think they're about the size of Sprite, off the top of my head. They are red-skinned. They have no eyes. They have from their backs spread up 2 very pointed wings that are held together, and as it's sort of running, it sort of splits them, and you can see like liquid dripping out from between the 2 of them.
This is
With
not
2 large legs. This is an abyssal chicken.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Looks like it's already cooked.
Yeah.
At least plucked.
Yeah.
No.
Like in the...
And both of you managed to find one.
Can I not?
So, I'll make this a nice, easy sort of thing. How are you going to try and apprehend this chicken?
I'm going to. I got like a chicken leg, or leg.
You
Animal.
have one of these things' legs.
Animal leg, and I'm
Oh
just
my
gonna hold it
God.
out.
You're trying to feed the chicken a chicken.
Yes.
I think
Hey,
that's what they
chickens
eat.
eat each other in the world all the time,
Yeah.
right?
Chickens love chicken.
Roll me
love
an
chicken.
animal handling
Everyone loves
check.
chicken, yeah, that's true.
Can I have advantage because of food?
You can do it not to get eaten. But you do have your inspiration from...
You need a lot of inspiration with that too.
Oh no. There's been
Hey!
Tuesday.
What's my animal handling?
Your animal handling is...
Oh, you are reasonably wise, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
You would know.
+3.
How would I know?
Oh.
So what is that in total?
Well, Josh would know. That would be
Who knows?
11.
No.
11. So as you hold this out, this chicken with its big sharp razor teeth starts running forwards with its little thing, and it's like splitting them apart as it runs to try and get some speed up, and this like red liquid is just dripping off of them, and it runs over and it leaps forward and it goes whoosh, and it sort of glides
Oh,
and it grabs hold of this chicken leg, and you're holding it there and this thing's just dangling off this leg.
Fantastic.
Just
I'm
like-
running.
No.
Sprinting fast as I can,
imagine it.
as long as it's hanging on.
Okay. That was a success. These things are pretty manageable. Brady, how are you apprehending this chicken?
You're dead, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I haven't found it. I'm fine.
Until it finds you.
Yeah. Clever girl.
I've got a bit of meat, and I'm gonna. I'm gonna use my dodging and acrobatics to try and be like, come this way, come this way, come this way, and lead the chicken.
Yes.
Doesn't look like a chicken at all. Not what I was expecting. A little shell shocked.
So you're sort of, rather than
I mean, I'm happy to do animal handling. That was just the flavor.
yeah,
Like if he comes out, I don't want to try and roll out the way, so I don't
That's
get
fine.
bit.
these things are a little bit smaller than originally anticipated, but I've decided that they're quite large now.
Yeah.
So, yes. Okay. Animal handling for me, then, please.
Okay.
That is a +3 for you too.
Ooh. That's a natural 1
Nice.
plus a 4 plus 3, so that's an 8.
I'm afraid an 8 is not enough.
Okay.
So as this thing charges towards you, it does try and chase after it, but then it expands out its wings and it runs and it bites your leg.
No.
Or it tries to bite your leg. We'll see if it actually hits.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
I think my armor class is a 17.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Damn it.
So it latches itself onto your leg. It does 6 points
Oh no.
of damage.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Imagine it's
If
not,
that was
it's not an imagination.
If that was a
anymore.
crit, I could have downed you.
God.
But it just latches onto your leg. It does not want to let go. So you managed to capture it
Can I
on your leg.
drag it with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
You do not find your chicken, I'm afraid.
All right, I'm gonna just end up in kind of the back alleys of something. Just be like, well, hello, you there?
Hello?
Have you seen an abyssal chicken anywhere nearby?
Yarp.
Can I trouble you for the direction of this abyssal chicken?
Yarp.
Would you motion with your outstretched digit the direction?
Point. Point over that way. So I don't hit the camera.
Fantastic. Can you tell me, is there a specific way to... It doesn't matter. I don't think you're a man of many words. Thank you. And I'll go and head off in that direction.
Yarp.
Yarp.
Okay, and it takes you a little bit of time, but eventually you do manage to catch up with one of these chickens, and it is tearing into what you think is like a pair of trousers.
Oh no.
Oh. Like just
Just a
on
pair
the
of trousers.
Oh, hell no. I'm going to turn to a goblin. Hello there, young man. I'm going to get down on one knee.
Hello there.
Oh, sorry, old man. Man? I'm...
I have boobs.
Sorry, ma'am is what I was saying. I didn't realize... sorry, it's an accent thing.
I'm 12.
Old man.
I don't know what is going on right now. How would you like to make my day?
I can suggest a place for you.
No.
We're 12.
You misunderstood.
Goblins grow quick.
Yeah,
it's
I think
12 an
the
adult.
goblin's age is like 25, so.
Okay. It's a bit like having a midlife crisis right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be mistaken. If it's not, then I apologize to everyone for using a 12-year-old. I think goblins don't have a particularly long lifespan, so
I
They don't
have
now, anyway.
they don't now anyway.
I have a very important delivery. Do you know Bedroar, the bugbear?
Yeah, I do.
I have this piece of meat. Apparently, I don't know why he wants this one particularly, but he does. It's really important that King Hersum says it has to get back to him. I think it's something to do with a special abyssal chicken breeding program, something like that. I can't tell you too much of the details. But would you be able to deliver this to him?
The leg.
Yeah, the leg.
Certainly.
Okay, has to be done post haste. Really quite fast.
Grabs out your hand and runs.
Okay. Me!
And as you make this
Definitely
very
chaotic
loud noise,
Definitely.
it charges towards the goblin. And the goblin is just like, "Ah!" running. But does bring the abyssal chicken back.
Smart.
That's how you wrangle a chicken.
That's how a bard wrangles a chicken.
Bedroar comes back and he's got this chicken tucked underneath his arm.
Little just put into my leg that's got a chicken attached to it.
And it grabs the two pointed wings at the top, and he grabs them together, and he just sort of tickles its chin, and it goes and comes off your neck.
Oh, sweet Mary. Found your chicken.
Yay! You do good, you bugbear.
You bugbear. Well done. He says, like
Thank you.
find a corral for these chickens, just throw this guy in.
You do good, you bugbear. I bugbear. Friend.
Thank you, friend. And I put my arm out to
And he
shake.
shakes your hand. Now we feast tonight.
Am I here at this point?
Link.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll saunter in after the screaming goblin runs in. Oh, you seem to do that the hard way. Taking hits seems to be your particular role in our merry little troop. So
It appears it also really hurts.
well,
I suppose
just think, it's a valuable experience.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm just gonna sit down.
And you can take a 5-minute breather. The entire events of these probably take about 4 hours or so, I'd say. Just trying to track them down, wrangle them, bring them back in, traveling there, traveling back. As this takes place, we skip back over to D. You are being taught, I believe. You're spending some time to learn from Hirsum. And if I am correct in speaking, you are trying to learn chronology?
Chronergy.
Chronology,
What is that?
Ooh.
which is the manipulation of time.
Oh.
Cool. My thought was that it would be basically from the book or him or whatever, but it would be based on the passage of time, but linked in somehow with necromancy in the sense of
The decay
or
of
counter
time.
decay or yeah.
And he sort of teaches you how to, in some capacities, manipulate time. He does so himself by creating a day cycle with the sun.
Very cool.
So he bestows some information of that onto you. However,
Oh no.
this takes a while, and your source is not there. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Is this just because he knows that he's not near drugs?
I think it's just taking enough time for the next dose to be needed.
16.
Okay.
16. Whilst you are learning, you can feel the ache start to creep in, and you grind your teeth and you focus on what you're being taught, and you manage to suppress your urge for now. In an hour, you'll have to do it. Fortunately,
That's
that will
what
be
they
the
do.
time for people to come back.
Nice.
And as
Okay,
they come back,
making you a better man.
they can see that you are visibly sweating.
An
However,
hour at a time.
you have
That's what they
taken
say.
a downtime activity. You are now officially level 2.
Is that all of us?
First
Or
level
Just him.
Oh,
We all
Everyone else has
do
done
that.
other things. He's
Okay.
taken the day
Yeah.
to
Go,
learn.
go wrangle your chicken.
So,
I'm doing proper first level quest stuff right now.
Yeah.
This was a fable quest.
Yeah. Chicken chaser.
It literally was. It was.
That's what they call you. when
Just
you-
go and boot
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
so we have a visibly sweating D as you're fighting this urge as everyone comes in.
Is it hot
And you
in
look
here?
over at Spike
Is it hot?
and you give him the look.
Yeah, Spike, you're seeing the
And
look.
I am going
such
to
a
end the
dick.
session.
Oh!
Nice.
Very nice.
But
Damn.
even though you managed to suppress it, you are still feeling some of the effects. You are a little on edge, and your source left without leaving you anything.
I did say to him as he was leaving, I'll see you in a few hours. But this was cutting it really short.
It was cutting it very thin.
And you have to get a little bit of necrotic energy in his body. as
So, all of our viewers out there, thank you for visiting us at the Hodgepodge Tavern, and we hope you enjoyed the adventure. I will be taking a quick break a second whilst I calculate experience. If you would like to participate, I will be opening up a poll where you can vote for who your favourite player of the session is, and whoever gets the most gets a blip of experience, which, now that we have level 2 capabilities, is now worth 20 experience points.
Nice.
So I'll do the calculations, I will pop the poll on, and if you would like to vote, we will be back in a couple of minutes to do the roundup where everyone receives their experience blips. Okay, thank you and welcome back, everyone. I have done the calculations for the experience. So, first of all, Josh, Kim, and Kyle, each of you receive 50 experience points each for wrangling the abyssal chickens.
Chicken
Yeah,
chicken.
fuck it.
Alex and Monique, you managed to get some information. You learnt more about the culture. Each of you are gaining 20 experience each. Philippe, unfortunately, you did take a lot of the downtime, so there is no experience for those encounters. However, you do get to level up before anyone else.
That's true.
So,
And you get your subclass.
I do.
So, I will now run through the experience blips. So, the first experience blip for 20 experience points will go to the most creative use of a spell or ability. So, if anyone has anything for that they would like to nominate one of the other players for.
We didn't use that many spells or abilities, did we?
There were the amount of
Bard,
rolls could be
bard
counted in
skills
one.
to get the chicken.
That was really
In the corral.
impressive.
That has to be one.
I also liked you doing Bane on yourself.
Go get it.
Not
yeah.
knowing, like, that was quite fun.
But we did have the unveiling of your ability too.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
that was actually quite cool. That's a
That would probably come under the intangible.
Oh, maybe.
Intangibles.
Yeah.
Intangible, like,
Intangibles, that's
Yeah,
true.
I would say
moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it was a particularly creative use of it or anything. It's just a
But
discovery.
it was definitely cool.
Remember, if you can't think of one, we don't have to do it. We can skip it for this week.
Yeah, that's true.
Messy
Gotta maximize those
XP.
XPs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but
Oh,
if you
yeah.
can't think of an actual creative use of spell or ability,
I do think that the
I
chicken
like
thing
the
was
chicken
really
thing.
creative,
Creative,
to
yeah.
be fair. Like
Super creative.
goblin bait running on its own.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I mean, it is
I'm
an
not getting-
ability.
I'm not getting
So
bitten by
yeah.
a chicken.
I vote Josh.
I wouldn't have. If you were anyone else, I would have had you roll. But
Yeah.
I know with your charisma, and these goblins are very gullible, it would not have been.
Yeah.
Like, there was no way you would have failed.
I would have been very embarrassed if I failed locking wits with a goblin and losing.
Okay,
Might as
if
well
everyone
remake
is
a
happy with Josh,
Yep.
then that will be 20 experience points for Josh.
Thank you very much.
Next up, we have
My God,
the
thanks.
most heroic or selfless or party goal pursuing activity of somebody.
I don't know, I feel like we were all pretty selfish in terms of our own, like, goals.
There weren't really any party goals this session,
No.
though.
No.
Right?
No.
That
It's
was
just
really
kind of
a thing.
individual.
Wasn't.
That's fine. In which case, I will move past that to
Oh,
intangible.
I have an argument for that.
Yeah.
Crow for wanting to get either more payment, more supplies, or wrangling more
That's
things from the king.
That's true. I was,
Not yet succeeded, but I
We've
will
not
succeed.
succeeded.
but you
Yeah.
negotiated.
But she began negotiating.
Also-
None of us did.
Also,
Yeah.
these two spent 45 minutes in a
I'm sorry.
in a temple,
Touching
Really
people.
uncomfortable.
yeah, hugging
That's fair.
and doing all those things. So
But-
that's a bit selfless.
For cultural relations.
It's true. It's
No,
true.
I
We
don't
build
say
relationships
Cultural
with
imbalance.
town.
No, but yours, I think, yeah. Your
And you
negotiation
consume
was
drugs to see what the
I
effect
think-
was.
That was
I
definitely
would like
for
to throw
cultural
my
relations.
hat
Oh,
into
yeah.
the ring
What do
here.
you think?
I would say Alex, because she selflessly took the nipple piercing
That's true. Yeah.
That's
against all of your better judgment
I did
That
think
was
Link would
for-
probably.
for
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
member of the
And
party.
hug the guy without
Yeah,
And
wanting
touch
to.
True.
Mm,
That's true.
I have another thing for Alex. Though.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
The scene with the whole getting naked thing. That was fun.
Yeah, that was.
that
good.
was fun. I liked it when you got naked.
Then we all. So, I will give it to Alex if everyone is happy
Yeah,
with that.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. 20 experience points to Alex. Intangibles.
I have to vote for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brady.
Then maybe changeling.
That definitely changed me.
I don't know if changing can do that fast.
Yeah, it's an action.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that was a good
A good
like,
moment.
character moment,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's a good way to use this
I
card as well. It was
can't
interesting.
believe that I'm not a human, though. Like,
Just never
this
crossed your mind.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Wait, so none of us
disgusting.
humans?
None of us are
This is
humans now.
The two humans.
None of us are humans.
Yeah, the two humans are not humans.
Yeah, you were half elf, but
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, I was half elf. Yeah, that's not human.
That's half human. in most
Yeah,
traditional
that's fine.
senses.
Yeah.
But let's be honest now.
In which case, Kim,
Yeah.
20 bonus experience points for the
Thank you,
intangibles.
guys.
Now, unfortunately, I have 0 votes
Oh no.
in our player of the session.
Not even from Kyle?
Not even from Kyle. I will never count Kyle's vote.
There is a vote from Kyle.
Oh, is mine not updated? Mine might not updated.
There's a vote from Kyle.
Hey, mine. Been working on that.
To be fair, seeing as nobody else contested it, maybe Kyle wins the poll
Yeah,
this
that's
week.
true.
Yeah.
After weeks of chiseling away, maybe.
Yeah,
I
true.
still think
You
the
didn't
Christian
vote
should
for
get
Alex,
it.
though.
Yeah, for every time.
For sheer determination.
Kyle voted Alex.
Oh, you joking?
Oh.
Oh, I'm
there
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you should still get it if you said it.
I know, I mean,
That's your selflessness
that is
paying
myself,
out.
and I stand by it. I just think it's funny that I assumed he voted for
So
himself.
I have closed the poll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is.
Did you vote for Alex?
Fucking Mel fucking voted when the poll was closed.
What did he
Mel
vote
voted?
for?
Oh,
okay.
last time.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Should we?
Going against Spike. Totally legitimate Spike.
Totally not spite.
Yes, I did vote for Alex.
I'm going to give 20 experience points to Kyle.
Yeah.
I second that.
For
I second
voting.
You actually voted for someone else.
Yeah.
See what selflessness
Yeah.
gives you.
Look at he's growing.
For
Yeah.
selflessness.
Personal growth leads to
For character growth, yeah.
This is
Oh,
just me.
do we have to roll HP or do I just take the?
Oh, that is a point. That is something that we did not discuss. How would everyone like to roll it? Would you like to roll, or would you like to just take the average, as a lot of people
Average.
tend to do?
Average.
Average.
I might roll mine.
Yeah.
4 out of 6. I
You
mean,
can self-impose if you'd rather.
Yeah, I think I like the chaos of it. I think that's my vibe.
Experiencing
Yeah,
things.
that's
Something that
I
lots
think
of people
having the
don't
choice
do.
is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, if you would like to roll for your HP when you do level up, because you haven't leveled
Yeah,
up
we
yet.
have.
But you're more welcome to. Otherwise, you can take your average.
Also,
in
it's
which
nice to
case-
be able to like swap between different levels, right? Because if you roll for every level, you could roll badly forever, and then you just get
That's
stuck on like
true.
20 health.
Yeah.
Well,
And you just got to play a really anemic character.
Yeah.
thank you everyone for joining us.
11. I'm 12.
Um,
I'm level 2.
Please do like our videos if you're watching this on YouTube. Although I heard somewhere that they're removing the like button from YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Was it the dislike?
I think they
The
removed the
dislike.
dislike
The
button.
dislike.
Oh, is it the dislike?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so
They
it's
brought
probably
it
like
back. I thought they brought it back.
odd.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
It's just a
There was something going on.
Yeah.
But please do like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, like and subscribe us on YouTube. You can join our Instagram. You can follow our Instagram where we have posted all of our beautiful artwork from Dawn. So yes, please do tune in with us next week and we'll see what chaos enrolls. Have a lovely week.
Thank you for
See
watching.
you next
Bye.
Tuesday,
Bye.
7 p.m. UK time.